The 50th game in this season's Elite League Challenge Cup is the final between the Sheffield Steelers and the Cardiff Devils. Steelers are the higher seeded home team, but the Devils are playing in their own rink. Steelers also come into this game needing to bounce back after a lopsided defeat against Cardiff that all but ended their league title campaign. Aaron Fox has made one change, bringing in Janne Kolamainen in place of James Bettauer. Cardiff are without Bryce Reddick and Matt Pope. A huge Orange contingent has travelled down in hope and expectation that Jonathan Phillips will be lifting the season's first silverware.
Welcome back to Viola Arena, the Premier Sports 2020 Elite Ice Hockey League Challenge Cup final, just moments away. The Cardiff Devils and the Sheffield Steelers, they played on Friday night. They both have to forget about that and get down to business. Aaron Murphy alongside Paul Adey. John Donovan joins us ringside. This is why you play the game, broadcast the game, referee the game, and it's going to be some kind of afternoon.
Well, it certainly will be a real intense affair out there on the ice, Murph, and both these two teams really want to take away the trophy. And I think if you're the Sheffield Steelers, you know your chance of catching Cardiff in the league are going to be pretty tough. So they really need a trophy here, and this could be exactly what their fans would like to see.
Head coach Aaron Fox, first year as the bench boss in Sheffield, of course, was with Medveščak Zagreb from 2013 to 2019. A very poised individual, and that first trophy always so important for a head coach. Andrew Lord, well, third year as the head coach, 4 previous years as the player coach, twice the EIHL Coach of the Year in 2017, 2018. Plenty of experience for him to draw upon as far as Challenge Cup and league titles go. Another guy that doesn't get too high or too low, and his fans are full and welly behind him this afternoon at Viola Arena. As the pregame niceties are going ahead, we will have the Welsh National Anthem with Beth Millard. Wow, what a voice, Beth Millard. Here, standing up on the back of your neck kind of stuff here at Viola Arena. And up next, Grammy Award winner and Deputy Lieutenant of South Yorkshire, Elliot Kennedy. Well, what a treat, both Beth Millard and the Grammy Award winner, Elliot Kennedy, bringing the house down. The anthem's done and dusted on Premier Sports. Let's have a look at the starters now on both sides of the puck. Well, Thomas Duba, a 2.01 goals against average in Challenge Cup play, of course gets to start. Former NHLer Aaron Johnson and Brocklehurst on the back end. Brendan Connolly, Valorant, and DeLuca will start up front. Plenty of firepower on that forward line for head coach Aaron Fox. And for the Cardiff Devils, Ben Bounds, 2 shutouts in Challenge Cup play, 7 wins and a .915 save percentage. He'll get the start between the pipes. Jardine and Morrison on the back end. Plenty of NHL experience there for Sean Morrison. Joey Haddad, Dixon, and Longley will get the assignment on the starting 3 for head coach Andrew Lord. The referees in charge of this big game. Liam Sewell wears number 7, Steph Hogarth wears 24, and that's Danny Beersford on the lines. He wears 38, and Scott Roger will wear a number 88. You talk about the honor of broadcasting our first Challenge Cup game, playing in a Challenge Cup final, or just even refereeing it. It's what it's all about.
Yeah, it's a special moment for everyone, and these two teams, I mean, the excitement, obviously, it's exciting for us, it's exciting for the referees, but the excitement is really with the fans and the players. This is a special moment for all of them, Murph.
The Steelers wear the home blacks, the away whites to the Cardiff Devils, and buckle up, folks, we're underway at Viola Arena. Haddad, he's had some kind of season, will slide it along for Longley. Longley is trying to put it out front to Luca getting in his way, but how about the season of Joey Haddad? 5 goals in Challenge Cup play, but 29 goals in the league as we look at Charles Longley, but Joey Haddad has had a magnificent season.
Yeah, he's been excellent for the Devils, by far their best player this season, and you talk about his goals, he's also very dangerous on the power play. He's a go-to guy in their power play.
Dixon versus Connolly, 2 very good face-off men. Face-offs in Challenge Cup play thus far. The Steelers, 47.8%. They'd like to be up over the 50% mark. The Devils have been really good in the dot at 57.5%, so that could be a factor as this one rolls on this afternoon in Cardiff Bay. Here's Longley sticking out that right leg, protecting the puck to Haddad. Now he'll go to the front of the net. Dixon's there as well, but we'll come back to the former NHLer Morrison. Morrison in the corner against DeLuca. DeLuca flips it up that left side, works it ahead to Connolly, and now a 3-on-2 developing. Connolly down the left side, hot shot, and that's patted away by Bounds off the stick of Connolly. Morrison up the left wing to Longley. Longley, cool as you like, sips it ahead for Morrison. Haddad at the end of a long shift puts that in, and that's off Ravel's wrist. Ravel with the shot block, and it looks like he stung that wrist. Fournier stood up against Valorin, and that'll be an icing call. It will come all the way back into Steelers territory.
Yeah, that would have hurt Ravel because Haddad has a big slap shot, and we'll see Connolly busting down the left side, has a look, doesn't see a pass, takes a big shot, Bounds, good save with his right leg, knocking it away from the front of the net. Although, and a good job down low also from the Devils, just taking the body and getting the puck back.
Bounds versus Duba. Great matchup between the pipes. But now Bentivolio, well, a set play off the face-off. Joey Martin doing a good job there, but it is into the glove of Duba as Bentivolio tried to bust towards the net. He's got 1 goal thus far in the Challenge Cup. He'd like to get going offensively.
Well, Bentivolio is a very dangerous player in these games. He finds a way to get those big goals or make a big play. He's not afraid to go to the front of the net, and he's really good at getting behind the defense in the neutral zone. Joey
Martin will win another face-off, and we'll come back to Richardson. Here's Mosey. He's had an injury battle, of course, with that knee problem. He's back, and he has been magnificent since returning to the lineup, but it's a counter now by the Steelers. The captain, Jonathan Phillips, couldn't get the shot away. And Joey Martin loses an edge. We're going to have our first penalty of the game. It's going to be a hooking call against the Sheffield Steelers.
Yeah, there was a little hook in there on the way up the ice in the offensive zone. If you're the Steelers, you're not going to be happy about that penalty. Lemchigov just kind of a little bit of a tug was enough to get Martin down off his feet, and the referee made the call.
Phillips had the puck. It was okay right there, but Martin, as he tries to skate away, Lemchikov puts the hands or the stick across the hands, and Lemchikov, 388 KHL games played in his career, will sit for 2 or less. The Devils, we talked about it a little bit earlier, 22.9% on the power play and Challenge Cup play. The Steelers have been magnificent, almost 91% on the penalty kill in Cup action. Martin enters the zone, gets it across to Haddad, who just clawed into the corner for Joey Martin. Aaron Johnson trying to joust it along to Connolly. He's in a good board battle there with Mosey. Mosey wins that battle, and a good stick will deflect that all the way down as McMonagle will back cycle to his own blue line. Mosey into the corner, and there's Aaron Johnson again. Aaron Johnson, 291 NHL games played. He will log a lot of minutes, as will this man, Brocklehurst. Brocklehurst puts it to the half boards. It's in his feet now. Myers to Mosey. And Mosey will come back to McMonagle. McMonagle across it down with the one-timer and a right pad save by Duba on a ripper of a shot from Haddad.
Well, you know the Devils are looking for that one-timer from Haddad, and if you don't cover it, gives him a free shot, and he can score from up atop of the blue line. I mean, he doesn't have to be down low with the power that he has on his shot. He can score from that distance.
Here's Longley. Swings out wide of GB International Davy Phillips. Plays it all the way back to Riley. Riley won the last 2 Challenge Cups when he was the Giants captain in Belfast, of course, looking for a 3rd straight. Mariamaki, high off the glass, bounces away from McNamee, and O'Connor will dump it out, but it's deflected up and out of play.
Well, it was a good read on the penalty kill from O'Connor. He knows they're going to go from one side of the ice to the other, so he goes down early and cuts the pass off. They were able to clear it out of the zone, so just good hockey sense from him, reading the play.
And look at Matthew Myers going to the front of the net. He has the most Challenge Cup titles in the EIHL era of any player, 7. 5 with the Nottingham Panthers and 2 with his current squad, the Cardiff Devils. That is some kind of record.
Yeah, it's amazing, really. That's a lot of trophies. And, if you look overall, I mean, all the trophies he's won is incredible. And but Matthew Myers, he's a great role player for his team. Good on face-offs, like you say. He likes to go to the front of the net. Really strong in one-on-one battles. So he brings a lot to his team.
Here's Fournier, and Longley just hold the line. Here's McNamee. McNamee across for Fournier. Fournier down low to Riley. Riley won the Spengler Cup with Canada, of course, this past Christmas period. Trying to get it out front to Mariamaki. 4 forwards out on this power play unit for Andrew Lord. Fournier, the only defenseman. Lemchikov is out of the box. 0 for 1 on the power play, Cardiff.
Yeah, good job from the Steelers. I mean, they played a 1-3 in the neutral zone and pressured at their blue line. It didn't make it easy for the Devils to get in. And when the puck went to the corner, they put pressure on straight away. Again, making it tough on the Devils to get puck control.
Jardine up the right side to Sean Morrison. Deflecting ahead for Haddad. Haddad with the net drive. Good poke check by Duba. He's good with that stick, and he pokes it away. Johnson up the middle. That'll go all the way down. Morrison got a piece of it, so no icing on the play. He'll go up the right side. Bentivolio just got a piece of that, and he deflects it up into the crowd just below us.
Well, the Devils had a couple of good chances, especially the one-time shot from Haddad on the power play. And if you're the Sheffield Steelers, you have to be aware where he is on the ice. If you don't pick him up, he will score eventually on the power play, especially if he gets a bit lower and he can get his shot off a little bit quicker and not give the goalie time to come across and see the shot. It could be a big moment in the game if he's allowed to get those shots away.
Armstrong with the big face-off win there, but he draws it all the way down. Here's Jonathan Phillips. Threw it into the neutral zone. Jardine with a bad giveaway to Lemchikov. And Lemchikov, fresh off of his hooking penalty, he's got fresh legs. He'll dump it into the corner for Armstrong. Armstrong protects the puck so well. Good size for Armstrong. Such a good battler on the puck, of course. And Armstrong at 6'3" and 220 pounds, a big unit to handle. Here is Lemchikov. Lemchikov with a bit of a look there. And Bounds stared him down, no problem. Ice in his veins there for Ben Bounds. Armstrong rolls it into the corner. And chasing it down now is Jardine. Jardine won the Kelly Cup in the East Coast Hockey League last year. He won that trophy with the Newfoundland Growlers. Here's Davy Phillips. Phillips will curl up the right side, being watched with Martin. Martin does a good job there as Rabel. Well, Rabel's showing no ill effects of blocking that shot off his wrist earlier, so that's a good bit of news. Here's Eberle. Eberle. And that will be Sandstrom flipping it ahead. Martin will get there first. Martin to Mosey. Mosey, who can play forward and defense, playing forward this afternoon as he has been doing since he came back from that knee injury, but he gives it away to Eberle, and Eberle will just dump it into the corner as Richardson will curl in behind Ben Bounds. 14:35 to go in the first period here on Premier Sports. No score between the Steelers and the Devils in the EIHL Premier Sports Challenge Cup 2020. Sold out. Hope you're enjoying this one this afternoon at Premier Sports TV, at Murph on Ice. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Here's Connolly against Mariamaki. Mariamaki with the size there, tried to manhandle Connolly. Connolly always strong on the puck. Here's McNamee against Rabel. Riley. Riley takes a couple of cross checks there, and Riley's taking a stick up high from Connolly. Play goes on. The Devils fans wanted a call, and now Riley's going to go after Connolly in the corner. Good battle in that corner. And now Connolly and Valor nearly ran into each other as Tronchinsky comes back the other way against Jardine, and that will be offside on the Steelers.
Well, there was a lot going on along the boards there between Connolly and Riley. Even when they came up the ice, Connolly got a little slash in there. The referees didn't see it. You can see the battling, the one-on-one battles, a little cross-check there, second push there, a third one. And Riley's looking at the ref, then even gets a stick in the face. Riley's looking at the referee like, come on, you got to call something here. Referees aren't having it. It's a final. They're going to let him play a little bit. Connolly gets away with a few shots and a little slash going up the ice also.
Well, they're going to battle all game long, and Riley had a fight with Sandstrom here Friday night, so it has that sort of ability to boil over. Haddad, hard into the corner. Haddad finishes his hit. He'll play it back to Jardine. Jardine with his head up, throws it in front, redirected by Haddad. He couldn't get the backhand shot away. He will come back to Lewis. Jardine gets the shot through. It's up and over the left hand of Duba and careens off the glass. Haddad and Longley. Longley's so good on the cycle. A-frames and protects the puck and gets it to Haddad. Here's Dixon. Dixon waves at that, keeps it beyond the goal line, and Lemchugov will just screaming up and down past Phillips. Phillips and Jardine in a race, and Jardine will win that icing call against Sheffield.
Well, things are getting a little bit nasty. You saw a bit of a slew foot on some interference. Referee let them both go, so the refs aren't going to be calling much in this one. It's going to have to be something pretty obvious. You can see Aaron Fox is asking the referee what's going on there. But I think what happened was there was interference first, then a slew foot, so the referee could have called both of them, to be honest with you.
I heard Aaron Fox say earlier it suits him if he's just called down the middle. Don't let us play, because the Cardiff Devils more of a grinding team that want to get in hard in on the forecheck and maybe throw their weight around. And the Steelers built much more on finesse and puck possession. They'd like to have those 5-on-4s. Here's Armstrong. Great insight from Aaron Fox before the game. There's the first shot from Davies, and it's in! Wow, Michael Davies with his 10th goal in the Challenge Cup. It's 1-0 Sheffield.
Well, it's a great play from the Steelers, and Davies with that quick release doesn't give Bounds time to get into position, and he picks the corner. Just a nice play all around. Two players get chasing the puck along the wall, and that's always a dangerous thing to do. Davies is then therefore open, gets the pass, quick shot, it's in the back, and then that's a really good shot from Davies. Bounds doesn't have much of a chance, just inside the post. A big goal here from the Sheffield Steelers.
Michael Davies coming into this final, 9 goals and 6 assists in cup play. He gets to the 10-goal mark, and an important opening goal. They were chasing the game on Friday night in league play, and that didn't work out for the Steelers as they fell 7-3 to these Cardiff Devils a few nights ago, but they get that coveted first goal, and that suits their style of play. Here comes Martin. Martin didn't get a piece of that, so an icing call against Cardiff.
Well, it certainly helps the first goal. I mean, it doesn't guarantee a win, but especially, for the Steelers after, losing on Friday, the first goal certainly will settle the nerves a little bit, and it was just a great shot, really. I mean, Davies just picked the corner, released it quickly. It's all about the quick release. You get the puck in there quick, you don't allow the goalies time to set up, you'll score a lot of goals.
Well, it's always nice as a goal scorer, and you remember this from your playing days, your first shot goes in and you start to feel it. So Davies with his first look at goal buries it behind Bounds.
Yeah, and a lot of times when you see coaches, they'll put the player right back out there, and Davies is straight back out on the ice again after scoring. So you'll see that a lot from coaches.
Armstrong right now, the only assist on the play, and for Armstrong, that's his 5th assist in Challenge Cup play. All the stats we quote today will be from Challenge Cup play. Bentivolio got out of the way there. As coming for him was Tanner Eberle. As the hit brigade continues to amp up, and in behind the play, Bentivolio and Eberle with words, and now Bentivolio's gone right back at Eberle as he tries to get to the bench, but it's getting nasty out there, and it's to be expected. They played 2 nights ago in this very building, and there were fights that night. Riley and Sandstrom, of course. Here's DeLuca. DeLuca and Mariamaki. Here is Riley. Riley puts his shoulder, and Riley puts it out front, but McNamee intercepted by Valorant. Now Riley puts a shoulder into Johnson. Riley has thrown his weight around in this first period, but it will be Connolly counter-attacking down that right side. Tries to spin around Jardine. Jardine stays with him, and Connolly puts it back door. Valorant tucks it home. What a piece of skill from Connolly. What a finish from Valorant. That was money in the bank. 2-0 Sheffield.
Well, it was interesting because Connolly was coming up the ice with the puck, and he saw Riley to his left, so he moved further out to the right. Used that little spin move we've seen from Connolly before, beat the defenseman, got a step on the defenseman, and as he's going behind it in, he makes a nice little pass out to Valorant, who finishes the play off. But watch this little pass here. That is an incredible play. Valorant stops. They know they're going to make that play. It's a set play, and it's a fantastic all-around play from the Steelers, who take a 2-0 lead here in the first period.
Marco Valerian with his 5th goal in Challenge Cup action. Connolly with his 6th assist. It was that spinner-rammer around Jardine, and Valerian went to the back post and just tucked it home as everyone had to follow Connolly.
Well, the thing was he stopped. He didn't swing away from the net. We've talked about that before. Stop at the net and see what happens. That's what Valerian does, and he scores a big goal for his team.
Yeah, don't do that drive-by. Go to the front of the net to get that greasy area established, and so far, so good. Net front for Armstrong and company. Here's Armstrong in over the line. Wrist shot, patted away by Bounds. It will come for Lemchikov. He tried the secondary chance. He fanned on it, but Armstrong will get it back to Lemchikov. Lemchikov with a shot. Waffle boarded away by Bounds, and now there's some pressure on the Devils and certainly on Bounds. They don't want to be down 3-0 here. Myers to the top of the circle, just puts it in front, looking for a rebound for Big Batch, but it was kicked out by Duba. Here's Duggan. Duggan will play it all the way back to Morrison. Here's Batch. Batch swung it out wide, but there was a line change in progress for the Devils, so nobody home there for Batch. Good hit by Jardine. Jardine taking Sandstrom hard into the glass. And now trying to settle it down as Sandstrom as he just redirects it in past Jardine. Bounds comes out, plays it high off the glass to Longley. Longley to Dixon. Of course, Dixon, a former World Junior Championship gold medalist with Canada back in 2005. And a couple of hits along the wall there. Morrison is slow to get up. Here's Longley. Straddles the line. Dangerous pass as Eberle is right in his face. And they can ill afford to give away the puck at their own blue line right now. The Devils trailing by 2.
Oh, they certainly can't make too many mistakes when you're down a couple of goals. What's hurt the Devils a little bit in this period is their defensive zone coverage. They've been missing, you've been seeing a lot of free players from the Sheffield Steelers in the offensive zone. That's because the Devils probably just aren't talking enough defensively at the moment.
Fournier to Longley. He goes east to west looking for Haddad, but Johnson will step up to Luca. Trying to track it down, but it's a quick up to Longley. Here's the captain, Joey Martin. The orchestrator of so many big comebacks from the Devils over the years. He'll try and get going here on his line. Longley dispossessed by O'Connor. O'Connor swings it out wide. Connolly was at the end of a long shift and will make a change. Martin on the quick re-entry. Martin will tee it up. Martin with the shot. The rebound is there. It was in the equipment of Mosey briefly, and now Fournier on the follow-up from the left point rips it high and wide.
Yeah, I mean, that was a big hit to Mosey along the wall. There's going to be a penalty. Mosey got up a little bit high on the Sheffield player, and he's going to go off here for 2 minutes.
Mosey heading to the box. The first power play of the game for the Sheffield Steelers. They lead by a score of 2-0, and that is ill-timed by Mosey.
Well, I mean, he was just finishing off his hit. He just had his arms up a bit too high and caught the Sheffield player up high in the head there, and the referee was standing right there. Of course, he's going to make the call.
It's a 2-0 scoreline in favor of the Steelers. We'll be right back after this quick timeout on Premier Sports. Welcome back to Viola Arena. The first power play of the game for the Steelers. Sheffield 15.2% on the power play in Challenge Cup play. Cardiff 81.8% on the penalty kill. It is Mosey in the penalty box. It was a charge on Evan Mosey. And the face-off will be to the right of Ben Bounds. Morrison will find a seam and hammer it up and down. If you're just tuning in, Michael Davies and Marco Valerian, 2 goals, 1 minute and 29 seconds apart, giving the Steelers that 2-0 scoreline here in period 1.
Yeah, big goals for the Steelers. You know, this is the kind of game. In the first period against the Devils, you want to try to get a goal or 2. Shot comes in there, but I mean, we talked about it before the start of the game. It was important for the Steelers to get off to a good start, and they have.
Tronchinsky with the shot up and over the bar, and now a bit of a rugby scrum in the corner. Armstrong had his stick lifted by Haddad. Haddad would love some short-handed offense. He's down the right side. All by himself, drives around O'Connor and flips it off the paddle of the stick of Duba. Great net drive there from Haddad.
Yeah, he just couldn't get control of the puck. I think he was trying to flip it over Duba's stick, but it just didn't land for him.
Here's Lemchikov. It's a little hack from Martin. Takes it for a revolution beyond the goal line. Here's O'Connor. O'Connor to Tronchinsky. Top of the circle for Marek Tronchinsky. Will come all the way across to Lemchikov. Here's Armstrong with a little spin move. It falls fortuitously for Tronchinsky. He tries to go low under the pad of Bounds. But Bounds will make the save with 53 seconds remaining in the Steelers' power play.
Well, one player they're certainly missing on their power play right now is Dowd. I mean, he's always been a very clinical power play player, can score a lot of big goals for the Steelers, but unfortunately he's hurt. And on a power play like this, I'm sure the Steelers would love to have him out there.
Well, Robert Dowd is a huge miss. He was a huge miss to Great Britain in the final, or the Olympic qualifiers, the second last stage of the Olympic qualifiers. They could have used him against Hungary, of course, and certainly the Steelers would love to have 75 in black and orange Robert Dowd out here this evening. But they do have the 2-0 cushion. 40 seconds remaining in their first power play. Brocklehurst. Davies has one of the goals, Marco Valorant the other. And here is Valorant trying to go around Richardson. Richardson staples Valorant, and Brocklehurst will have to retreat to the neutral zone. 7:25 remaining in the opening period. 25 seconds remaining in the Mosey charge. Here's Jardine. Couldn't get to the puck. Davies slides it along. Here's Connolly. All the way back to the point. Excellent movement of the puck there by Brocklehurst. And now Connolly trying to get too fancy around the stick of Riley, and that was too far for Brocklehurst. Brocklehurst with the quick up off of Davies' stick. Here's Valorant. Valorant's got DeLuca going to the front of the net, but an excellent defensive play by Batch. And Mosey's out of the penalty box. 0 for 1 on the power play for Sheffield. Here's Mosey. Mosey puts it in behind the goal there, looking for Matthew Myers. Myers had his stick lifted, but it will come back to McMonigal. McMonigal misses the net on purpose, gets it to Myers. Myers in a battle with Rabble. McMonigal across the blue line to Lewis. Dumps it in for Evan Mosey. In the feet of the Italian international, McMonigal. Keeps it in deep for the second, but now Eberle. Eberle was in behind Lewis and McMonigal, and now Eberle's all alone waiting for the line change to come for the Steelers. He dekes and dives away from Lewis and goes back to Kolamainen, the product of Finland. And here is Kolamainen. He puts it into the corner. 750 games played in the Finnish Liga for Kolamainen. He's vastly experienced. Haddad for Longley. No icing on the play. Longley will get there first. Protects the puck, uses his size, gets it back to Haddad, and there's Jonathan Phillips, the captain of both the Steelers and Great Britain. Phillips up the middle. Kolamainen had his stick lifted by Richardson, but he's so strong, he just kept on going with the puck. But now Longley to Dixon. Longley down the left side. Swings out wide. Dixon going to the front of the net and poke checked away by Duba as Haddad tried to come in and collect the puck. Jonathan Phillips to Rabble. And now Armstrong. Armstrong will just shovel it into the far corner. Richardson will collect. 5:25 to go in the first period.
Yeah, good job from Armstrong. Just got the puck deep. He knew his teammates were changing, so threw it deep, put the forecheck on, and allowed his teammates to get on the ice. So smart hockey from Armstrong with a 2-0 lead.
Mariamaki was flying down that left wing and just offside as he tried to enter the Steelers zone. 2-0 scoreline in favor of Sheffield. Michael Davies and Marco Valorant goals 1:29 seconds apart. Davies with his 10th, Valorant with his 5th. Mariamaki tripped over Davies. Davies will just flip it ahead. Morrison and Jardine crossed wires there, and finally Morrison goes and gets the puck. And we've got a call in behind the play. Mariamaki having a word there with Liam Sewell.
It's just a high stick.
It's just knocked down, yeah. Well, you know what? It's been back and forth. The Steelers, certainly that's their style of play, to have the lead, to have the puck, and they've ticked that off the whiteboard, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, they've done a great job here in the first period, and we've been here a few times, doing a few games here in Cardiff, and at times when the Devils have a bad game or a bad period, it's usually in the first period.
Here's Mariamaki. Mariamaki flips it ahead for McNamee. Brocklehurst will get there ahead of McNamee. And now Jardine back into the corner, being tracked down, hunted down by Lemchikov. Mariamaki will help out on the left wing. He'll go backwards to go forwards. He'll go to Morrison, and Morrison will put it up the right side. Here's Riley. Riley takes a bump from O'Connor. Riley just keeps on battling, though, and now Mariamaki into the corner. McNamee. Richardson. He's got Riley and Fournier calling for it at the point, but Fournier's got to get moving and does so. Here's Riley. Finds a streaking Fournier with a shot. It came off of Davy Phillips. His shin pad in front as McNamee was trying to take away the eyes of Duba. And it's scooped up and out of harm's way by O'Connor. Here's Armstrong. Armstrong to Valorant. Valorant with a quick shot. It was a rocket up and over the left hand of Bounds. Comes off the glass to Fournier, and Fournier, former Detroit Red Wings draft pick, will re-enter the offensive zone. Rabble will pick the puck up We're inside of 4 minutes remaining in the opening period. Sheffield 2, Cardiff no score. The Premier Sports EIHL 2020 Challenge Cup Final. Mark kicks it back. Fournier with the quick up. And here is Bentivoglio. Bentivoglio will drop it. Fournier for Martin. Martin got a piece of that, but Rabel stayed with it. Flips it to Tronchinski, and now Tronchinski to DeLuca. Valorant so dangerous on the puck, he'll just dump it in for DeLuca, who's chasing down Lewis. Lewis did just enough to get that puck to Batch. Here's Duggan. Pass too far for him, but he will keep the wheels going, and Duggan's in the corner against Brocklehurst. Good hit by Brocklehurst. And then Johnson is run over by Batch. Lewis kept it in for Myers. Duggan takes a bump from Brocklehurst. And now Batch, well, Batch tried to jump around Connolly and nearly knocked him over. Connolly strong on his skates, and that'll send DeLuca back the other way. Here's DeLuca. DeLuca tries the net drive. He's into the goal. It was on the line. McMonagle was there, and Bounds is down on all fours.
Well, DeLuca just put his head down, decided he was going to cut in around the defenseman and go to the net to try to create a scoring chance. But he lost his footing here, as you can see, as he comes in there, just loses his footing. McMonagle leans on him, then crashes into Bounds. Bounds just flops on top of him, actually, then the net comes off. I think McMonagle takes the post out here. I don't know if the puck ends up in the net. We don't see it cross the line. No, it doesn't cross the line. Referees are having a bit of a conversation right now behind the net to sort everything out. But you've got to respect that part of his game. If DeLuca's willing to take the puck like that to the net, I mean, that's what you want to see from your wingers, just always challenging the defenseman, always putting him under pressure, always putting the goalie under pressure, especially if you have nobody coming up the ice with you. Not a bad idea just to take it to the net.
DeLuca in his second year with his Steelers. Great net drive. He's not a big guy, but he's got that low center of gravity. Great skater. McMonagle stayed with him. Bounds appears to be okay. Here's Davy Phillips. It was a pretty good collision when all was said and done, but Bounds is up and okay. Here's Eberle. Davy Phillips turning up that left side, will dump it in for Sandstrom. Jardine will get there first, threw it up that left wing for Longley. Longley would have needed Zdeno Chara's stick to track that down. That'll be an icing call against Cardiff at 2:28 remaining in the first period.
Well, Cardiff, they've been a bit loose in their defensive zone. I know those first passes haven't been great. There's been a bit of missed coverage, but you have to give the Steelers credit. It's been the quick feed of the Steelers forwards. The defensemen stayed out of the play. They've stayed back, but the forwards have had good movement, stopping and starting, turning quick, making it tough on the Cardiff Devils.
Armstrong wins the face-off to Rabel. Battling with Longley. Longley had it in his feet momentarily. Jonathan Phillips tracked it down and put it deep. Dixon flips it up the right side. Tronchinski pinches in from the point. 12 goals in league play this season for Tronchinski. Gets it to Armstrong, and right off the chest of Bounds, Haddad swings it out wide to Longley. Longley bounces off of Armstrong. And Longley to Dixon. Had to be careful there. Nearly too many men on the ice as they were right in the middle of a line change, Cardiff. Fournier will drift back. Fournier, a Calder Cup champion with Grand Rapids in the American Hockey League back in 2013. And Fournier scored the playoff final game winner last year against Belfast. Great offensive defenseman. They'll go up the middle, nobody home, and Brocklehurst with a quick up. Here's Jonathan Phillips. Richardson ahead for Riley. Brocklehurst to Johnson. Mariamaki finishes his hit as he always does, and now Fournier will track it down as we've got 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining in this opening period. Fournier took a bump from DeLuca. DeLuca just wants to get in that offensive zone on every shift. Martin won't get there. That'll be an icing call against Cardiff with 1:13 on the clock.
Well, you were talking about changes. It's not the easiest rink to change, and both these benches are really close together. There's 2 rows of seating in the benches, so it's hard to get off and on the bench, and plus the doors are very close together there between the 2 teams, so sometimes they're coming in and off. They're bumping into one another, and I think that's why the linesmen let things go a little bit more in this rink.
Fournier to Richardson, all the way to Riley. Shots on goal right now, Sheffield 9, Cardiff 8. 2-0 scoreline in favor of the Steelers, Davies and Valorant. The goal scores, both goals happening in quick succession, 1:29 apart. Here's McNamee. McNamee with a shot, and that hit Martin going to the front of the net. Richardson scoops it deep. Davy Phillips will get there, and he's hit by McNamee, but took a hit to make a play. Fournier steps in and rocks Valorant, but again, the will to take hits to make plays as Valorant got the puck out.
Oh, that's a big part of the game. Here comes Valorant. Looks like an offside, though.
Well, Valorant is not the guy you want to give the puck away to at your own blue line. Luckily for Cardiff, he was a fraction offside. He is dynamite offensively, Valorant. Of course, Coventry Blaze fans remember him from the 2017-18 season. He had 34 goals for the Blaze back then. Played in the American Hockey League, but you do not want to give the puck away at your own blue line to Valorant. Here's Eberle. Eberle down the right side. Takes a big hit from Myers. Tronchinski. 30 seconds remaining in the first period. Tronchinski just dumps that in. Into the glove of bounds to Jardine. Here's Sean Morrison. Bounces off of Myers, and Myers is run over by Eberle. What a hit by Eberle, and now Morrison is taken down as well. As both teams, Eberle took down Myers, he took down Morrison. Big hit there.
Well, what happened before was Myers bumped into Eberle a couple of times, so Eberle took his number and then waited till Myers got the puck, came across and threw a big hit. Not easy to get Matthew Myers off his feet. Just shows how strong Eberle is. And then Haddad comes in to help out his teammate, and Morrison comes in, gives Eberle a shot, but Morrison goes down. Eberle's pretty strong on his feet. Those are two big men who've taken a run at him, and he stayed on his feet. So you have to admire that from Eberle.
Well, Eberle's gone to the box through all that. The 5'11" Canadian import takes down big 6'2" Myers and 6'4" Morrison. And it will be a power play for the Devils as Jonathan Phillips and Matthew Myers want to have a word with Liam Sewell. I mean, the first hit on Myers, I could not believe it because I don't think I've ever seen anyone knock Matthew Myers over like that.
No, we haven't seen that in a long time. You're absolutely right. And he's just strong on his feet. I mean, the puck is there in the area, and he takes the body. I don't think it was a dirty hit. Then Morrison comes in just to let him know, but there was nothing dirty about it. I mean, if anything, they might call a little bit of a charge as he comes across the ice, but even then, I didn't look like a charge. It was a good hockey hit, but the referees obviously thought he maybe came from the middle of the ice all the way over to make the hit, and maybe Myers at the time didn't have the puck, so that's why they made the call.
They called it a late hit by Eberle. And with 17 seconds remaining, that's probably, I think Aaron Fox feels like he's a little bit undone right there because, I mean, that's happening so quick with a puck between the two players. I mean, you've got to put a body into Myers, but through all that, it is indeed a power play for the Devils. They're second. They are 0 for 2, of course. Here's Martin. Martin with the shot. Just 10 seconds remaining. And if you're Cardiff, you'd love to take advantage of this, but I guess the positive is they don't get something quick here, and they won't. They'll have a chance in the opening stages of the second period on that power play.
Yeah, everyone's wondering why there was a whistle, because when the puck was shot down the ice, it hit one of the Steelers players on the bench, and that's why the face-off is coming back down the other way. You can see they're having a conversation about it, but it looked to me like it hit one of the Steelers players on the bench, and that's why the face-off now is coming all the way back down into the Steelers' end zone. Myers is back on the ice after that big hit. You know, they like to use one on the power play, get him down in front of the net, use his size in front of the net.
Myers tries to go ahead, just 4 seconds remaining in the period. They go back to McMonagle. McMonagle, one last chance, and that's gloved down by Duba. As Johnson and Myers have words in front, Brocklehurst puts a slash onto Myers as well, as this first period won't go gently into the Welsh afternoon. A 2-0 scoreline after 20 minutes of play in the Challenge Cup final on Premier Sports. Michael Davies and Marco Valorand, the goals. A carryover power play into the second period for the Cardiff Devils. Welcome back. Second period action from the Premier Sports Challenge Cup final. It's a 2-0 scoreline after 20 minutes of play in favor of Armstrong and the Steelers. Mariamaki and Brocklehurst with words off the face-off here. It is a carryover power play for the Cardiff Devils. Eberle has 1:43 remaining in his late hit penalty at Viola Arena. So a great opportunity for the Cardiff Devils to get back into this game. 22.9% on the power play for the Devils, 90.8% on the penalty kill for the Steelers. Cardiff and Sheffield both 0 for 1 on the man advantage in that first period. Shots on goal, Sheffield 10, Cardiff 9. Here's McNamee. McNamee up the right side. Here's Riley. Riley was certainly involved in that first period with the likes of Connolly. He was involved on Friday night as well. And the former Belfast Giants captain can't keep the puck in deep on this occasion as Fournier will drift back. Goes across ice to Longley. Longley waits for Riley. Riley's the trailer, threw it in front. It was off the heel of McNamee's stick. And Jonathan Phillips tried to go down on his belly to poke that out over the line, but he couldn't inch it out. Here's Longley in front. Tipped by Riley along the pad of Duba. And a good play there by Longley, but no result for the Devils as we're down to 55 seconds remaining in their second power play of the final. Here's Longley to Haddad, 29 goals in league play for Joey Haddad. And now Joey Haddad loses the puck to Connolly. Excellent work by Connolly. Connolly looking for the shorthanded chance, and Connolly's pulled down. It's going to be a penalty shot. Shorthanded penalty shot as Connolly was away to the races and pulled down from behind.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a penalty shot. Connolly did a good job just getting the puck off of Haddad on the offensive blue line for Haddad, and they took off down the ice. Haddad back-checked hard, just couldn't catch him. Got his stick down, but took his legs out in the end, and the referee makes the call for a penalty shot.
And Connolly, 31 goals for Glasgow last season, 26 goals in league play this year for the Steelers. And Connolly, also a member of Team GB. He's away, swings out wide, in between the hash marks, scores! Up into the roof of the net, Connolly with his second of the Challenge Cup. It's 3-0 Steelers.
Well, Connolly did a good job on that penalty shot. He swung wide, then came back to the middle, forcing Bounds to move a little bit. Then that quick little snapshot up and over Bounds' glove just beats him. That's a quick shot from Connolly. A really nice goal. Hard save for Bounds to make on that one. It's right up into the top corner. Fantastic finish. 3-0 for the Steelers.
And in a shorthanded situation, a minute 6. They pick up where they left off offensively in that first period, keeping their feet moving, controlling the puck. And in trouble now, Haddad and company. Here's Mosey. Mosey out wide to Martin. Joey Martin swings in. Well, if you're the Devils, you got to get back to focus. There's still 20 seconds remaining on the power play. Haddad with the one-timer, kicked out by Duba. I think everyone in black and orange knows exactly what the play is to Haddad on this power play.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that a lot. We've seen Haddad scored from that area many times for the Devils. Duba's reading it well. He's coming across early for that shot.
Here's Haddad. Haddad turns and fires, and going down to block that was O'Connor. O'Connor's also broken his stick. Coming out of the box is Eberle. 0 for 2 on the power play for Cardiff, but they keep the pressure on. Haddad's shot was blocked. And O'Connor with the block. A couple of blocks for O'Connor on that sequence. He got the puck up the left side, but couldn't get it out. Martin has a broken stick to contend with. And the Devils now, they need the next one. That's going to be flipped up off the shaft of the stick of Eberle, up and out of play. But what a start to the period for the Steelers.
Yeah, great start. Sandstrom came out of the penalty box straight away, gave his stick to O'Connor. You know, the defenseman, you want the defenseman to have a stick. He's playing down low a lot more, and Sandstrom came out and took the point man. So a smart play from him coming out of the penalty box to help his defenseman out. And these little plays in the game can make the difference.
A penalty shot goal from Brendan Connolly, his second in cup action, a minute 6 into the period. After Davies and Valorant had scored a minute 29 apart in the first. And what a start to this 2020 final for the Sheffield Steelers. Here's Morrison. Morrison just getting the shot through. It was blocked by Johnson. Johnson will pick it up. Johnson cycles it to Eberle. Eberle being hunted down by Mariamaki. Eberle goes down, and McNamee's got to get his head up as he loses the puck. But now it will be kept in by Jardine. Through the legs of Morrison. Morrison backhands it into the corner. 5-on-5 action, but the Steelers are hemmed in their own zone. They will flip it out into the neutral zone, but Riley will send it across to McNamee. He'll kick it in as Brocklehurst will chase it down.
You can see the Steelers taking a bit of a risk coming across through the middle in their defensive zone. The Devils were changing on the play, so nobody was in the middle of the ice to cut that off.
Brocklehurst was yelling at Liam Sewell that there were too many men on the ice for the Cardiff Devils there as well. But it will be Bentivolio coming back in on the re-entry. Jardine with the shot. There's plenty of traffic in front. Martin doesn't know where it is. Phillips doesn't know where it is, but Duba does, and he's covered up.
Well, to start with, Duba didn't know where it was either, Murph, but it was between his legs, and all of a sudden he realized where it was. He got down quick because Bentivolio was trying to get his stick in there to knock it in the back of the net, but Duba just beat him to it. Right there, he just closed his legs in time.
You said Duba had to have a big game. He had 9 saves in the first period, and good to be lucky and lucky to be good. He's in the right position there to stop that puck.
Yeah, good positional save, because you're right, he didn't see it to start with, but was able to find the puck eventually.
Here's Lemchigov for Armstrong. Armstrong double teamed again. They seem to want to follow Armstrong into that corner. And this time Brocklehurst Jonathan Phillips gets the stick chopped out of his hands by Bentivolio. Here's Richardson. Richardson took a bump there. All over him. Real good play by Lemchugov. Lemchugov forced outside by Mosey. But a real good cycle by Lemchugov. Here's Fournier. Fournier with a shot. That's off Rabel's shin pad. And Fournier stays with it and dumps it into the corner. Mosey finishes his hit, but Rabel will get it ahead. And here's the captain, Jonathan Phillips, out wide to Lemchugov. Lemchugov posts up. That actually hit, I think it hit Richardson, and then it hit Phillips and bounced out the other way. As Ben Bounds lucky on that situation as he didn't see it. Plenty of traffic in front of the Devils' net. Here's Haddad. Back to Morrison. Morrison plays it beyond the goal line. Back for Dixon. Couldn't get the shot away, but Jardine will get over the puck. Jardine scores! Jardine with a rocket from the point. It's a 3-1 hockey game.
Well, that's a great shot from Jardine. And this Dixon line of Longley, Haddad, and Dixon have been very good for the last few games, scoring a lot. They come up with a big play here. Lots of traffic in front. Dixon and Haddad back. All three of them go to the front of the net, making it really tough on Duba to see the puck. Plus, you've got 2 or 3 Steelers. I mean, Duba has no chance in seeing that. That's just good traffic in front from the Devils to get a goal back. And the Devils are one of these teams, when they get one, they could run away with it and get 2 or 3. We'll see what happens here. But that was a good goal, certainly a needed goal for the Cardiff Devils.
What a dart from Sam Jardine, and they needed that. Down 3-1 after the penalty shot in the power play situation for the Devils. They find themselves in the 3-0 deficit. It was a great play by Connolly on that penalty shot, but they will get one back through Jardine, his second of the Challenge Cup. Haddad throws it across. DeLuca. Good stick by DeLuca. Now DeLuca's down the right side. 2-on-1 with Valorant. DeLuca with his shot, and he rips it. Looked like it might have hit the fingertips of Bounds and came out the other side. You do not want to give DeLuca and Valorant looks like that. Longley will play it back to Jardine. They're saying that it is Longley and Haddad with the assists on that big goal from Jardine. And now it's game on. McNamee will flip it in. Riley loves it down. Riley will play it around for McNamee. And McNamee, well, there's a man down in the corner. Riley was all wrapped up with Johnson, I believe, and Johnson is slow getting up. Here's Lewis. Lewis with the shot. McNamee with the tip. Duba with the save. But Riley and Johnson have words now, and now Riley's knocked over by Valorant as tempers are boiling at Viola Arena.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened down in the corner, but Riley skated away from the corner. There was a man down. Connolly's having words there. He's not very happy. And the referee said he wasn't going to call anything. Let's have a look here, Murph. Connolly's battling down low. Couple of cross checks there, maybe a few too many. There's a punch from Riley. And Connolly goes down. I think the referee didn't make the call because he saw the original cross checks, then the punch came in, so he let things ride a little bit. But that's what happens when you let a couple of cross checks go. Players are going to react. I mean, Riley disguised it well with a quick little jab to the chin of Connolly, who went down. But the referee just let things ride there. Either call them both or don't call them, so I agree with the call.
I thought at first it was Aaron Johnson in the back corner there, the defenseman, but it was Connolly. And Connolly and Riley, that goes back to the first period, so we'll keep an eye on 63 and 25. They will continue to go at each other all game long, there's no doubt about it. That's an icing call as McMonagle will get ahead of Eberle. And you know what, Aaron Fox wasn't happy about that at all, as you can see right now. He's not sure about the lack of a call from Sewell or Hogarth on that play by Riley on Connolly.
Well, I mean, I think the referee did the right thing there because both players could have been penalized. Referee doesn't make the call, so I wouldn't argue that one too much.
Here's McNamee trying to play it around to Riley. Tronczynski to Rabel. Rabel has to get his head up as Mario Mackey was coming for him. Here's McMonagle, Italian international Sean McMonagle, a Brown NCAA alumni. And Mario Mackey's felled in the neutral zone. William Sewell is having words. I think he's just trying to quiet it down there. Hogarth and Sewell, they can sense the breaking point on both sides of the puck.
Yeah, the referees are going to have to be careful here. I mean, and the thing is, when you're playing defensively and you're cross-checking a guy in the back 2-3 times, there's going to be a reaction. So you got to be ready for the guy either throwing his elbow up or you know, even maybe giving you a shot. So, I mean, Connolly was trying to draw a penalty there. He knew what he was doing. Riley reacted, but the referee saw it from both sides and didn't make the call.
Two guys that don't give an inch, certainly. There's Mosey. Mosey trying to get it out front, and that ramped off the Johnson stick and hit Duba in the shoulder. Nearly had a bit of a Circus Plinko goal there, but Duba knew where it was, he felt it, and flops down.
Well, never a bad idea just to get pucks to the net, and it doesn't matter if it's a bad angle. If you get guys driving to the net, shoot pucks at the goalie's pads, or even try to bank one off a shoulder every once in a while, keep them honest.
Johnson, well, he got tangled up with Mosey. Mosey does the right thing, tries to throw it out front, and it hit Johnson and nearly bounced in. So what a start to this second period. 1:06 into the second period, a penalty shot awarded to Brendan Connolly in a shorthanded situation. He scores to make it 3-0. Exactly 3 minutes later, Sam Jardine, his second from Longley and Haddad to get one on the board for Cardiff. Davies and Valorant in the first period. 3-1 for Sheffield, looking for their first title in the Challenge Cup in the EIHL era, of course. Cardiff beat them in the 2015 and 2017 finals. A new day and a great start for Sheffield in this one, though.
Yeah, I mean, they've been playing well, and the Devils scored the last goal, though, so they have a little bit of momentum, but the Steelers still seem pretty comfortable in this game.
Armstrong takes a bump from Bentivolio. Armstrong trying to play it out front. Lemchikov leans into Mosey. Mosey with a pass across his own blue line. Bentivolio scoops it ahead for Richardson, who wanted to jump into the play. Now Bentivolio threw it across to the bench there and hit Martin on the way for a line change. Here's Aaron Johnson. Johnson rims it around. He took a big hit from Haddad. And now Longley will take over for Cardiff. Longley gains the red line, dumps it into the corner. Haddad coming in on Aaron Johnson. Johnson heard the footsteps. Connolly comes in to help out Johnson, but it is Haddad and Longley with the puck, albeit momentarily. Kept in by Morrison again momentarily as Connolly took away his time and space. Jardine up the right side, intercepted by Lemchikov. Lemchikov knocked over by Dixon. Well, Dixon put a shoulder into Lemchikov, and back the other way comes Longley. Longley off the face mask of Dubin and nearly bounced in off of O'Connor. Longley went high, and Duba kept it out. Here's DeLuca. DeLuca on the right side, catches a streaking Valorant. Valorant with a look. Oh, he tries to go high glove and rips it over the left hand of Bounds. The decibel level rising here at Viola Arena. O'Connor into the corner. McNamee goes high off the glass. Longley will poke at it. Valorant at the end of a long shift will finish his hit on Lewis. Here's Jardine, who has the lone goal on the board for Cardiff. McNamee to Haddad. Haddad down the left side. Haddad just flips it in front. McNamee stick checked by Tronchinski. Here's McMonagle. McMonagle with the low shot to the left of Duba, but couldn't hit the net. Here's Riley. Riley to Mariamaki. Mariamaki's shot is deflected up and out of play. What a start to this second period, Paul Adey.
Yeah, good pace out here, and again, good job from the Steelers in the defensive zone, just getting in front of shots, blocking shots, and deflecting pucks up and over the glass. So they really helped Duba out in this game. And you can see the Cardiff Devils are really trying to play a more physical second period here, finishing off all their hits. Not trying to intimidate the Steelers, but just trying to put pressure on them.
Sheffield with a 3-1 lead, 11:58 to go. We'll step aside for a quick break on Premier Sports. .58 to go in period two. Offensive zone face-off won by McNamee. McMonagle will slide it in. Tronchinski. Tronchinski tries to put it up that right side. Mariamaki was in the way, but Tronchinski never seems to panic. Gets it up for Sandstrom. Sandstrom walks in. Sandstrom with a nice little move, and Sandstrom tries to find the trailer. Tronchinski. His weak shot is low and away, but Eberle will stay with it and try and wrap it around, but he's cut off with the pass by McMonagle.
Yeah, I mean, again, a good job from the Steelers getting behind the Cardiff defense, creating a quick 2-on-1.
Here's Eberle. Eberle with the hot shot right off the chest of Bounds as McMonagle's beaten to the puck by Sandstrom. Sandstrom tried to play it out to Davies, but Riley will take over for the Cardiff Devils. Riley being hunted down by Eberle. Eberle has certainly been throwing his weight around in this game. The most physical Steeler in this Challenge Cup final. Here's McMonagle. Sees DeLuca coming. Quick pass up to Dixon. Dixon trying to find Riley in the flat. Riley's in all alone. Riley with the backhander. Oh, what a stop by Duba.
Well, a really good save by Duba. That was a good backhand from Riley. He splits the defenseman and has enough time to get a good shot away. Although he was some back pressure on him here, little whack there, not enough really for a slashing call or anything. And Riley does get his backhand away. Never an easy shot to stop. Duba gets that left arm and glove up high enough to keep the puck out of the back of the net. But good transition play from the Devils.
Important thing there is he's well outside the blue paint. He's not the biggest goalie at 6 foot, so he comes out. There's absolutely no angle there for Riley to go in the top corner on that backhand. So good save by Duba. There's Fournier. Fournier to Dixon. He'll redirect it into the offensive zone. Duba will come out to help out his own cause. Plays it into the corner. Give away to Longley. Longley swings out wide, trying to go around Brocklehurst and does so. Tries a little back pass to Haddad, and that's gloved down by Dixon. Dixon for Haddad. Haddad's double teamed. Someone's going to be open. It was Longley, but he's called off by Richardson. Richardson for Haddad. In the feet of Johnson. Johnson goes down. A little bit of a break there for the Devils, but Longley couldn't get good wood on that. Direct towards the net. Here's Dixon. Dixon can't get to Lemchikov, but does get to Lemchikov as Lemchikov tried to go backwards. And now it's a chance for Dixon. Dixon with a point-blank shot turned aside by Duba. And Duba's come up with a couple of game savers here. Kolamainen. Kolamainen leans into that, and Bounds will hold on. Let's go downstairs. Rinkside, a view from the bench. John Donovan.
Period intermission. They felt the Steelers' heavy hitting game had surprised the Devils. Andrew Lord needed to refocus his side. He's also shortened his bench, Andrew Lord, to get more ice time to the Dixon, Longley, Haddad line. For the Steelers, they're very active on the iPad.
O'Connor with the shot, and DeLuca was off to the back post. O'Connor trying to find a tip in front from the crafty DeLuca. Thanks to John Donovan. Rinkside will head back down there throughout the game. Here's Martin. Martin tries to go outside of Davy Phillips. Here's Connolly, who had the penalty shot goal just a minute 6 into this period. 9:35 to go in the second. Here's DeLuca. DeLuca walks in. DeLuca to Valorin. What a block by Morrison. Looked like Valorin was going to rip that to the back of the net, but Sean Morrison sacrifices the body.
Yeah, it's a great play from him. A clear 2-on-1, and Valorin released that quickly. Morrison read it. Great block.
Big hit by Mariamaki. And that will win the puck ahead for Jardine. Jardine to Riley. Riley loads it through, just trying to go low and away on DeLuca, or Duba, and Duba turns it aside as DeLuca's reeling from that hit by Mariamaki. Tronchinski will play it ahead to the aforementioned DeLuca. Tronchinski knocked over by Riley in behind the plate. Davis's shot comes off Fournier and careens up high into the mesh.
Well, if you look at this one, there's a bit of action going on in front of the bench there. Mariamaki getting involved. I think it maybe could be Connolly again, but we'll have to have a look at that. Everybody's over there right now, including one referee and 2 linesmen.
Mariamaki's certainly trying to get at Connolly. Connolly's been involved. It goes back to the first period against Riley, and he will continue to try and get under the skin of everyone in the Devils jersey.
Yeah, he will. I mean, that's his game. That's the way he plays. And you have to be careful, though, if you're the Devils. You don't want to give up a power play through retaliation. And the referees, of course, are going to keep an eye on things to make sure players aren't getting away with too much. But you can see right now, I mean, it does favor if you're the Devils, you're down a couple of goals, you can drag the guy off the ice and play some 4-on-4 hockey. Sometimes it opens the play up and you create some more goal-scoring opportunities.
You can see off there to the left, Connolly's trying to get to the bench, but he has a couple of strong words for Mariamaki. Bit of a Brad Marchand kind of character if you're new to hockey and you're watching the NHL and Premier Sports. They both were 63. They both can score goals, and they both certainly try and get under the opposition skin. Myers with a big hit on Johnson. Back the other way, though, is Eberle. Eberle tries to spin away from Fournier. Fournier wins the puck back and goes to Myers. Myers, 7 Challenge Cups in his career, 5 with the Panthers, a couple with Cardiff, the most in the EIHL era. Here's Fournier trying to put it on net for Myers. But it's back up that left side. Eberle's at the end of a long shift. He won't beat McMonagle on the icing.
Well, you can see Andrew Lord using a lot of his high-end players, top players now. Martin double shifting. He was out there taking a shift with Batch and Myers just to see if maybe they can get him a goal on another line, and just trying to get some more bodies out there in the ice. There's still lots of time left in this game. You want to make sure you're fresh for that third period, especially the last 10 minutes of the third period.
8:19 to go in the second. Eberle gets his stick tied up, and the shot comes through from Longley after the tie up by Dixon, and Duba will hold on.
Well, this is a danger line right now. If you're Sheffield, you have to pay attention to this line and get the right matchup, because Dixon, Longley, and Haddad are having a good game. They're creating good scoring opportunities. They have been getting the best opportunities for the Cardiff Devils.
Cardiff out shooting Sheffield 20-16. Also 61% in the face-off dot for the Devils, but they find themselves 2 goals behind. Fournier with the shot, and that will deflect up and out of play. And you go back to that face-off count, eventually in your own zone, that will catch up to you. You want to be well about 50%, 61% so far for the Devils in the dot.
You do, but Aaron Fox is smart. He puts his best face-off guy on the ice, Armstrong, for the face-off in the defensive zone against a line that's playing the best right now for the Cardiff Devils, so good coaching from him.
2 very good coaches, but it is Dixon with the face-off win. Fournier off the cheater, the cuff of the glove of Duba. Here's Richardson. We got a good goaltending matchup between Duba and Bounds. Great coaching matchup between Lord and Fox. And a great game on Premier Sports. 3-1 Sheffield with 8 minutes to go in the second. Trying to punch that through was Longley. Haddad will curl back to Richardson. Richardson tries to skate past Phillips. Phillips perfectly positioned there. But it is Longley. Longley out front, and Dixon couldn't get the shot through as Armstrong got in his way and made a pretty good block there for the Steelers. Here's Longley, retrieves the puck, goes quick up. Dixon is there. Haddad going to the front of the net. Dixon throws it in front, and it's gloved down by Duba, who's playing a whale of a game in the Steelers' crease.
Yeah, good job from Duba. Really read that well. Came out of his net, got his hands on it straight away. Good glove save from him.
Here comes Valorant. Outside is Jardine. Valorant with a goal. Of course, Jardine the lone goal for the Devils. Valorant goes down. He's double-teamed. Martin and Jardine on him. Connolly tries to flip it to the trailer, DeLuca, but it's pushed ahead by Bentivolio. Phillips goes east to west to his D partner, O'Connor. O'Connor dumps that in for Valorant, and Jardine will chop it to the line. No further. Good defensive play by Morrison, because DeLuca was all alone in front. Morrison's had a couple of big defensive plays in this second period for Cardiff.
Yeah, he has. He stayed in front of his net. He didn't leave the zone too quickly. That's why he was able to make the play. He realized DeLuca was hanging out to the left side of the net, I should say.
Lewis with a big hit on DeLuca. DeLuca's been on the receiving end of a few big hits. There's Mosey. Mosey had the puck in his feet. Had to push it past Eberle, who certainly lowered the boom a few times in this game as well. Here's McMonigal. Gain the red line, dumps it into the corner. Mariamaki will get hard in there, try to poke it away from Johnson. McNamee squirts away from Johnson, but Brocklehurst is there, sends it up the right wing. Davies can't get it out. Here's a chance for Mariamaki. Oh, Mariamaki looked like he had room, but he misses the net on that nice feed from McMonigal.
Yeah, great play from McMonigal. Pinched down the wall, and Davies, rather than stop on the play, turned away from it.
Here's Sandstrom. Sandstrom with the net drive. Oh, and a really good step up there by Lewis. Here's Riley. Takes a hit from Tronczynski. Tronczynski took himself out of the play. Mariamaki. Mariamaki scores! Massi Mariamaki makes it a 3-2 hockey game.
Well, a good job for Mariamaki. Once he got that shot, he had his head up, and he saw some traffic in front, and he slides the shot along the ice between Duba's legs, I believe, in the end here. That's a great play from McNamee. Mariamaki, I think there was a touch on that too, which fooled Duba a little bit. As you can see, just gets a little quick release. The slide goes a bit too far across, which allows Mariamaki a chance to get that shot through as the defenseman slid across in front of him. He just held on to it long enough. Once the defenseman was past him, he fired that shot. So a big finish for Mariamaki. 3-2 Sheffield here with 5:49 left in the second period, Murph.
Mariamaki with his third of the Challenge Cup. McNamee his 7th assist. It was a good defensive play by Mark Lewis to get that puck up ice. And now we've got a 1-goal hockey game. Sheffield were up 3-0 on that penalty shot goal a minute 6 into the second, but Jardine and Mariamaki have the Devils back in with a chance.
Yeah, the Devils have some momentum right now. And Andrew Lord has really played this Dixon line a lot, almost double shifting them here in the second. I guess he figures it's a final and he's going to play the players who are playing well in the game, and this line keeps coming.
Here's Longley. Fournier. Back to Longley, being watched by Jonathan Phillips. Longley trying to snake his way along the boards and does so. Gets it to Fournier. Fournier's up there as a right winger almost, and now he'll retreat to the point as Richardson will get it deep to Haddad. Jonathan Phillips trying to freeze that up against the apron of the net. It's still loose. Referee says play on. And now Longley trying to poke it back into the crease for Dixon, but Duba's had enough and will cover up.
Oh, that could have been dangerous. Finally, Duba spotted the puck and got his hands on top of it, but you can see Haddad with his long reach was trying to jab the puck out in front and between the legs of Duba. Trying to squeeze it in also, but Duba was strong on his post and makes a good play in the end with all that traffic. It's hard to see the puck sometimes when you're a goalie and you're down and you got about 3-4 pairs of legs in front of you.
Martin to Fournier. Fournier just releases that quick, but it's up and over. Connolly up and over the net. Here's Valorant. And to jab it past Richardson as we hit the 15-minute mark of the middle frame on Premier Sports. Here's Johnson. Johnson with the giveaway. Mosey with the chance, and the rebound is there. Bentivolio couldn't tuck it home. All hands on deck. Martin's there. A sea of black and orange in front of Duba, and they keep it out somehow with the most dangerous of shooters. Martin not able to punch it home.
Well, that was an incredible sequence there. You can see right now this game is really picking up as one of the players goes flying into bounds. I think he was tripped in there, taking bounds, his legs out, stuck in the net. But that was another big opportunity for the Devils, who really have momentum right now. And I talked about it a bit earlier. When they get 1 goal and 2, they really start coming at you. They create a lot of pressure against you, especially down low. They use their size well. You can see here, just again, another battle there with Connolly, and this time Fournier gets involved. And then there's a trip in front of the net, but there's nothing called, no penalties called on that one.
Well, here's the fire drill in front, and you'd want, if you're a Devils fan, you'd want Martin in front. Here's Martin. He just can't put it past Johnson, and then jumping across. Well, what a play by DeLuca. Take a bow, DeLuca, with a defensive stop on Martin. Back the other way. Bentivolio put Valorant into the net as they were battling for position, so no inch will be given for the rest of this one.
No, there won't be, and you can see what the players, how bad the players want to win. You have 2 Sheffield players behind the goalie, stopping pucks, keeping the shots from hitting the back of the net, helping their goalie out as much as they can. And DeLuca's been having a brilliant game, by the way. I mean, he's really on his game. He's done a lot in this one.
Here's Jardine. Jardine has to be careful. Flips it ahead to Mariamaki. Mariamaki with his shot, it's high and wide. It was good back pressure from Eberle there on Jardine. Eberle has really been impressive for Aaron Fox's men. Here's Sandstrom. Sandstrom flips it in past the aforementioned Eberle. He'll go to the front of the net, but it will come back. Sandstrom's knocked off the puck. Tronchinski, as Riley ran over Valorant without the puck, Sandstrom without the puck. They fought on Friday night, of course, so no love lost. Here's McNamee. McNamee couldn't corral a bouncing puck. Eberle gives way to Tronchinski. Tronchinski. Jonathan Phillips just staying on side. Phillips' shot was blocked by Lewis. And here comes Matthew Myers. Myers trying to roll it in and hit O'Connor and rolled into Duba. And with 3:47 remaining, an offensive zone faceoff for the Devils.
Well, you can see Andrew Lord continues to mix 1 or 2 of his lines up a little bit, trying to get Matthew Myers out there on the ice a little bit more. He knows Myers will go to the front of the net and make it tough on Duba. And you can see he's got Martin out there again with Batch and Myers, so he's double shifting Martin. Right thing to do. You got to get one of your top players out there as much as possible in a big game like this.
Myers wins the draw from Armstrong. McMonagle just throws it in front. Myers is there trying to find McMonagle. Does swoop out of the corner and find it. And now Martin is going to have to retreat into the neutral zone. Real good play by McMonagle, but he just couldn't settle that puck down in front. Here's Lewis. Lewis fans on his pass. That allows Armstrong and company to regroup. Here's O'Connor and Davy Phillips, their teammates on Team Great Britain. A lot of familiarity on the back end on that duo. Here's Batch. Batch and Armstrong. Batch slides it along for McMonagle. McMonagle just launches it through the neutral zone, bounces down in front of Martin, and it will be Aaron Johnson up the left side for Sheffield. 3-2 hockey game, 3 minutes to go in the second period. The Steelers with the 1-goal lead. Armstrong slides it into the corner for Lemchikov. All the way back, Brocklehurst. Lays it to Lemchikov. And Johnson has thrown that back in offside, so a free play for Dixon. Delayed offside against Sheffield, so Dixon doesn't have to rush. He tries to find Haddad up the left wing. Haddad gets away from Brocklehurst. Duba now. Duba treading water in behind the net as Haddad tried to play it into his feet, but Duba will freeze it.
Yeah, Haddad tried to bank it off his feet. Once Duba couldn't get the puck, straight away. He tried to throw it to the net quickly to try to knock it off the side of his skate into the back of the net. But again, Cardiff on the forecheck. They're getting in quick this period. They're getting to pucks first, and that's allowing them to control the play more here in the second period.
Face off to the right of Duba. Connolly and Dixon. Dixon has been almost automatic in the face-off dot. Here's Fournier. Fournier rolls it into the crease. Poke checked away by Duba. Here's DeLuca. DeLuca is run through by Dixon. As again, both sides really lowering the boom. Here's Fournier scampering up the left side. Fournier into the corner. Plays it around to Longley. Longley triple team there. Dixon's alone in front. As the Steelers, for the first time, maybe running around in their own zone a little bit. They all wanted to follow Longley. Tronchinski plays it up the left wing. Richardson steps in from the point. That bounces away from Dixon, and Fournier steps up as they've got the Steelers hemmed in right now. And probably some tired legs for the team in black and orange. Dixon takes a bump from Tronchinski. Valorin will finally relieve the pressure. No, he doesn't, as Fournier steps up. Fournier with a shot, good blocker stop by Duba. The follow-up is right there for Longley, and another sensational save from Duba.
Yeah, that was an incredible save from Duba as the puck comes across. He knows the only chance he has if he gets across with his pad down on the ice. I think maybe it was Longley in the end who just couldn't get the puck up over his pad. Some great hustle from the Devils to keep the puck in. Good shot that comes in, rebound comes out, pass across right there to Longley. And just watch this save here. That's a good save there with traffic in front. And there's another great save from Duba. Strong on the post there. The only way you're going to score on that one. I mean, Longley was in his skates a bit tough to get the puck up in that position.
First save on Fournier was good. Really good stop on Longley, but it was that play by Valorin that won't have Aaron Fox happy. You've got to get the puck out on that right wing. And those two chances come on the result of not getting the puck out defensively. Here's Eberle. Leaves the puck for Sandstrom. Goes around Martin. Martin. A little bit of a staple job on Sandstrom, and now Jardine will come away with the puck. Shovels it through the neutral zone. Glove down by Davy Phillips, and he'll go D to O'Connor. O'Connor flips it ahead. It's knocked down by Martin, and now Martin's following Riley down the right wing. Riley's on a hard angle, and he golfs that up and over the crossbar. All the way down. As Richardson will retrieve 50 seconds remaining in the second period. And what a second period has been. 3-2 hockey game, and Mosey looking for the tying goal late stages, and that will come off of Duba's paddle and deflect up into the mesh.
That's a smart play from Duba. He deflects it up and over on purpose so that he can get a whistle. Not a bad idea with under a minute. I mean, you don't want to leave a rebound come out in front of your net. You don't want to give Cardiff, that momentum shift again. They have the momentum right now. You can see Andrew Lord mixing things up. He puts Haddad out for a double shift here. He's really made it tough on the Steelers to match lines.
Big face-off by Armstrong there, because McNamee and company are 62% in the dot, so that's a big face-off win by Armstrong. With 35 seconds remaining, they will get the puck up and down, but it will be no ice. They've waved it off as it was tipped through the neutral zone. Fournier, quick up to Mariamaki, bounces off of him, and Brocklehurst hunted down by Haddad. Brocklehurst does a good job, just dumps it up. 15 seconds remaining in this period. Fournier redirects it to the line. Lemchikov with the shot, and Armstrong was going to the net trying to tip that, and now McNamee takes down Armstrong. 5 seconds remaining in the second period. Devils happy to keep the puck on the wall right here. Lemchikov and company can't get the puck out. It will end 40 minutes here at Viola Arena, and the Sheffield Steelers with a 3-2 lead. They did lead this game 3-0. Davies, Valorin, and a penalty shot goal from Connolly certainly had it looking good for Steelers, but Jardine and Mariamaki make it close heading into period 3 at Viola Arena. Third period action now on the Premier Sports EIHL Challenge Cup Final. Steelers with a 3-2 lead. Shots on goal, Cardiff 32, Sheffield 17. The Steelers were outshot 23-7 in that second period. And no doubt Aaron Fox knows they're going to have to defend a little bit better in their own zone here in the third with the 1-goal cushion. Here's Bentivolio. Bentivolio trying to work it along to Martin. Martin. They call him the greatest of all time around these parts. He is certainly one of the guys that will be relied on in this third period for Cardiff. Here's Mosey. Mosey puts a puck off the shaft of the stick of Johnson, it came right up into his face. He appears to be okay, certainly not intentional there. And Martin will try and put a hit into Valorant. Here's Richardson. If you're just tuning in, Michael Davies, Marco Valorant, and a penalty shot goal from Brendan Connolly had the Steelers out to a 3-0 lead, but Sam Jardine and Massi Mariamaki making this one close at Viola Arena. Haddad looking for puck position or body position on the puck there for Armstrong, but Armstrong gets it out to the neutral zone. Quick up by Jardine to Haddad. Tried to work it along to Dixon. Dixon trying to sidestep Rabble, and Rabble with a good hit on Dixon. And it will be just launched through the neutral zone by Jonathan Phillips. Morrison to Longley. Longley had a couple of assists on Friday night in the 7-3 victory for Cardiff over the Sheffield Steelers, but this has been a different kind of encounter 48 hours later.
Yeah, it certainly has. And the Steelers had a great first period, and that's been the key for them in this game, still maintaining a 3-2 lead. I mean, the Devils came back really strong in the second, played a great second period, and that's why there's only one goal in it here, Murph.
McNamee down the right side. McNamee holds up, throws it across the goal mouth. Jardine would have needed a cricket bat to try and tap that home. And now, going high off the glass is Davy Phillips. Past Jardine, who started the scoring, 4:06 into the second for Cardiff. Massi Mariamaki with 5:59 left in the second, giving us this close encounter on Premier Sports. Davies trying to slide it through. What a play by Fournier, as it looked like Eberle was going to be in all alone, but Fournier was wise to that flip pass. Duba, what a game he's had. He's got 30 saves in the competition thus far. Brocklehurst to Davis. And Davis had that come off of Fournier. Eberle handled by McMonagle. Eberle has had a really good game for Sheffield. Lots of big hits. He's gone to the net hard as well. And that pass from Sandstrom ekes out over the line. Brocklehurst will back up. Flipped in to Sandstrom. Sandstrom turns, fires, and there's a blocker stopped by Bounds and plenty of traffic in front. And now Martin's in a battle in behind. Coming forward is Mosey. Mosey's in all alone, and uncharacteristic by Joey Martin as he threw a punch at Eberle in behind the play. Now Mosey knocked down by Sandstrom. The Cardiff Devils faithful wanted a call. The Steelers faithful were happy that there was no call. Tronchinski walks in. Valorant finds the 50-50 puck, goes around Jardine. Here's Valorant. Valorant has one of the goals in this game. It was 3-0 at one point for Sheffield if you're just tuning in, but now Jardine and company will try and come forward. Here's Haddad, 29 goals in league play for Cardiff. Good shot off the shoulder of Duba, who's seeing the puck well on that play. Here's Valorant for DeLuca. DeLuca gets hit hard by Dixon, and think back to that defensive play by DeLuca when he stopped Martin on the goal line. Everyone's sacrificing their body to block shots in that second period. Here's Richardson. Richardson walks in. Richardson with a hard shot, bobbled momentarily by Duba, but he will hold on.
Well, both teams activating defensemen up the ice. You see Richardson gets a good shot away, going down the right side. Duba makes a nice save just before that. Tronchinski comes up the right side for the Sheffield Steelers. So both teams activating the defense up the ice, trying to create scoring opportunities. That's a good shot from Sandstrom coming across the ice, with Bounds getting his blocker on that. Eberle and Martin are having a real battle out there in front of the net. But it's been going on for the whole game so far. Murphy's one-on-one battles, both teams fighting hard for it.
Not often we see Joey Martin that worked up, but certainly Eberle, as I said, he's been throwing his weight around. And he and Connolly have ruffled feathers for the Devils all game long. Here's Armstrong against Fournier. Dixon to Longley. Motoring through the neutral zone. Has to be careful. Nearly put Haddad offside, but Haddad just held the line. Broken up by Jonathan Phillips, though, and Lemchikov down the right side. Lemchikov to Armstrong. Armstrong with the shot, but Lewis with a real good block there. Good defensive work by Mark Lewis. Here's Tronchinski, patted away by Bounds, and Lemchikov and Lewis were all tangled up. Here's McMonagle. McMonagle puts a pizza up the middle. Rabble keeps it in. Rabble with the chance, and Dixon with the block on the bad pass up the middle. The Devils escape. Here's Longley. Longley stops. He's looking for the trailer. It's McMonagle, but Phillips gets in the way, and following up was McNamee. He had a dad in front as well, but again, the puck dumped out by the Steelers. Here's McNamee on the re-entry. Flips it forward. Mariamaki got a tip on that, but Duba came out to get the left pad down and across. Eberle hit hard by Riley. Riley has won 2 straight Challenge Cup finals, of course, but he was a Belfast Giant on those previous 2 titles. The defending champion Giants, 2-time defending champions, knocked out in the quarterfinal stages by Riley and company of the Devils. Here's Marjamaki. Takes a bump from O'Connor. Phillips trying to be physical there on the left side, but that allows Riley to get the puck and flip it around. Jardine will turn and fire. Jardine was just trying to get that through. Davy Phillips gets in the way, sends it back out, looking for a streaking Davies, but Jardine with a good stick. Here's Gleason Fournier to Martin. Joey Martin leading the Cardiff Devils in points in the Challenge Cup with 13, 7+6. Here's Richardson. Richardson steps in from the point, gets it, and just sliding it wide. Martin with a pretty good wrist shot, but he just didn't have the measure of the target. Had good velocity, but no luck. Richardson keeps it in. Davies, Brocklehurst gets it to the line and squibs it past Adey. That's a magnificent play by Brocklehurst. At that point there, when you're heading in your own zone, you'd rather take the icing call than be stuck in on your own goal line.
Yeah, I mean, you do get a bit of a break, you're right, Murph, and you get your breath back. You can see right now the Steelers taking their time on the change, which is the right thing to do. The linesmen will try to line up quickly, but if you're the Steelers, you're not going to line up too quick. You want to get your breath back. The linesman kind of forcing this one down quick.
Eberle versus Dixon, 61% in the face-off dot after 2 periods for Haddad and company. Here's Haddad. Longley with a shot right off the mask of Duba. Using his head literally and figuratively to keep that puck out. It was a hard shot by Longley. Here's Longley for Dixon. Hobbling puck, but Dixon settles it down. Dixon throws it across the blue paint. Fournier activates from the right point. He'll curl back. Tired legs out there for the Steelers now, but DeLuca with a really good defensive play. And DeLuca finds another gear, but that is a great defensive piece of work by Haddad. Flips it to McMonagle on a really tricky customer, DeLuca.
Yeah, Haddad was he's a bit tired right now. He wanted to go for a change, but a great back check from him. I thought cutting into the middle was probably a mistake there. Should have kept driving wide, forcing Haddad to come back even further.
Here's DeLuca. DeLuca's hip checked by Myers. Myers plays it back to Jardine. Batch called off by the speedy Mosey. Mosey takes a hip check from Tronchinski, but happy to take a hit to make a play to Myers. Batch using his reach. Plays it back to Morrison. Morrison takes a good bump there from Connolly. And now Mosey trying to go backdoor to Morrison. Morrison couldn't get good wood on that as he was pressured by Kolamainen. Here is Kolamainen. 750 games in the Finnish Liga for Kolamainen. He will just place it on Valorin's stick, and now he'll chase it in as Valorin wants to make a line change and does so. 12:45 to go in the 3rd period. Steelers leading by a goal. Here comes Batch, and Batch looked up, and O'Connor was perfectly positioned there to break up the play. McNamee plays it back, and that's going to squib out over the line. Riley doesn't know, and it is offside on the Cardiff Devils.
Well, if you're both of these teams, the one thing you don't want to give up is an odd man rush in the 3rd period. That one odd man rush can be the difference. One big goal can change everything here. So you always want to make sure you got that 3rd forward high, picking up a lane, talking with the defenseman. Not that easy to do all the time, especially if you're trying to force down the walls and keep pucks in. Sometimes you get caught. Both these two teams certainly are tricky in the neutral zone, can get behind the defense and create some good opportunities. You see the Devils there, Fournier trying to get back on the ice.
McNamee versus Armstrong. Armstrong will win the draw. There's O'Connor up the middle for John Armstrong. And a swing wide of McNamee. McNamee just puts a hip in him, but there's Jonathan Phillips trying to pool cue that under Bounds, but Bounds had the pad down and across. Here's Riley to Marjamaki. Marjamaki goes around O'Connor. Davy Phillips was there to head him off, but Riley to Richardson, and that bounces away from him. Lewis will collect the puck. Watched closely by Jonathan Phillips. McNamee redirects it into the offensive zone, but it's a quick dump out by Phillips. Here's Richardson. To the left wing, Riley and Marjamaki got their wires crossed there, and that allows Armstrong to rumble forward. Armstrong to Phillips. Came awkwardly off the toe of his stick, and now a 3-on-2 developing. Here's Fournier, Riley, and Martin. Martin with the chance, a good stop by Duba. It comes to Bentivolio, and it's in behind Duba. Bentivolio went close, but the Steelers find it and put it under the pad of Duba. What a play there by Jonathan Phillips. Duba got a piece of it. It's a 3-2 hockey game with 11:33 to go in the 3rd. We'll step aside for a quick break on Premier Sports. You said off the top that Thomas Duba needed to have one of his best games of this season. Well, he had 30 saves through 40 minutes of play. That's a good 60-minute total, and plenty of hockey to go here as he tries to get this 3-2 victory across the line for the Sheffield Steelers. But right before we went to break, Bentivolio had that really good chance. Duba got a piece of it. The puck got in behind him, but the Steelers collapsed to help him out.
Yeah, again, it comes from Fournier activating up the ice, and then Martin came through the middle, and then gets the first shot, and then Bentivolio gets the second shot. That's because he's replacing Fournier, who moves up the ice, and he's coming in late as a fourth man. And this is where the Devils are very dangerous, the fourth man coming up the ice.
Fournier. Nice little move there around Sandstrom. Is it back to Richardson? Richardson intercepted by Davies on a 2-on-1. Davies and Eberle. Davies scores! And Michael Davies, against the run of play, gets his second of the game, 11th of the Challenge Cup. It's 4-2 Sheffield.
Well, Davies beats Bounds in the same place he beat him in the first period with that quick wrist shot to the stick side, just under the blocker. And the errant pass through the neutral zone, and right here, Davies just picks his spot. Richardson decides to take the player going to the far post, allowing the shot, which is the right thing to do. It's a right shot on the right side. He plays it right, Richardson, but Davies just makes a great shot to beat Bounds and give the Sheffield Steelers a 2-goal lead here with 11:09 left in the third period.
And Michael Davies with 11 goals in Challenge Cup play. That will probably, in his mind, be the most important. A long road back now for Cardiff, but 11 minutes to go. Here's DeLuca with the hot shot. Blockered away by Bounds. And Jardine runs into Valorant. Here's Dixon trying to force it past Connolly. Here's Johnson. Johnson hammers that, redirected by Valorant high off the glass. And the Steelers, well, it's amazing what one goal can do. They were outshot 23-7 in the second. They were being outplayed here in the third, but they get the goal on the giveaway play by Richardson to Davies.
Well, you can see that straight away. They get a goal, and all of a sudden everyone has some jump in their legs. And right now, Aaron Fox makes a quick change. Gets some fresh legs out there after the icing. He knows there's a Devils line out there that are a little bit tired. Dixon line has played a lot in this game, so he gets a fresh line, matches up here for the face-off.
Armstrong wins the face-off, but Jardine will strip the puck from Jonathan Phillips. Longley chasing down against Davy Phillips. Plays it to O'Connor. O'Connor up the left wing, but it will be McMonigal stepping up to Haddad. Joey Haddad. Get away from Armstrong, nice little move. Now he's past Lemchikov, but a good poke check there by O'Connor, and that throws Haddad offside.
Well, O'Connor's been having a great third period. Twice now, or 3 times at least, he stepped up on the blue line and he's gotten the work done early. You know, not allowing teams to get across the blue line. A couple of good poke checks down low also. He's really been making some great defensive plays here. We know him as a great offensive defenseman, but defensively he gets the job done.
Well, the Steelers faithful, 1,500 from Sheffield, 1,500 from Cardiff. Just over 3,000 packed into Viola Arena. And what a contest it's been. Hope you're enjoying this on Premier Sports. Reach out at Premier Sports TV, at Murph on Ice. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Here's Mariamaki, goes around Chonchinsky, and there's a good play by Mariamaki again, trying to gallop to the front of the net, but Duba square to the shooter. Mariamaki has used his size and strength all game long. Couldn't quite finish it off there. Valorant has to get his head up as McNamee came and hit him hard, but Valorant got the puck out. Here's Fournier. We're past the halfway mark of the third period. 9:45 to go to be exact. Here's Mariamaki to Fournier. Fournier with a low one-timer under the blocker of Duba and out the other side. Tronchinsky throws that into the corner. Valorant there. Eberle as well, but Fournier pokes at it. And that will allow Bentivolio to come back the other way. Bentivolio goes by Sandstrom. Johnson to Brocklehurst. And now we've got a pile up in front. We were watching Brocklehurst, but going to the net was Bentivolio with Johnson.
Yeah, we'd have to see the replay on that one. I mean, Bentivolio just kind of seems to put his shoulder down and go right into Duba there. I don't know if there was any contact before that. Duba's not all that bothered, to be honest. He's just going to keep his focus and keep making saves. We'll watch here as the puck comes around. Yeah, I actually, Bentivolio leans into the goalie a little bit there. He could have got a penalty for that. He gets away with one. I know he's trying to rattle Duba a little bit there and make things, you know, try to shake him off his game. I guess you got to try everything in a big final in the third period. Like the referees let that one slide. I think he could have got a penalty on that one.
A little bit of purpose from Bentivolio there. Duba, as you said, remaining calm, cool, and collected, which is what he needs to do in this point.
And also the Steelers team stayed calm on that one. Sometimes you can come and take a bad penalty, a retaliation of some sort. They didn't. And the one thing the Steelers that really impressed me in this game is their composure. I mean, the Devils have come hard at them in the second and in the third period here, but they've still played a good, solid defensive game.
Here's Jardine to Mosey. Mosey waits, tried to sift it through for Martin. Look, if he had that to do again, he would have put a puck on net to see if there's a rebound for Martin, but now it's back the other way. Sandstrom against Jardine. Morrison. Morrison had to be careful coming for him, and again, it's as good as we've seen Eberle in our TV broadcast this season. Magnificent. He's come to play, and he stood in between Jardine and Morrison there, and he had them at their wits' end. Here's Jardine, away from Lemchugov. Uses the net as a shield. He's double teamed, and he gives the puck away. There's a penalty coming up. It's going to be a holding call, it looks like, and not agreeing with that whatsoever is Kolamainen. And Kolamainen, well, he's going to go to the box. You don't want to take a misconduct there as well, but it is indeed Kolamainen gone to the box for a holding. A third power play for Cardiff. They are 0 for 2 in the game.
Yeah, Ben O'Connor came over and said, listen, calm down. Penalty, the call's made, don't take another one, which was smart from him. And he's having a quick word also with the referee just to let him know that the coach isn't all that happy about that call. He thought it was a cheap one. And that's the right way to do it. You know, don't take an extra penalty. You know, keep your emotions intact in these big moments in the game.
Kolamainen, a former Ottawa Senators pick back in 2005. Nervy few moments for him. 8:26 showing on the clock. 4-2 lead for Sheffield, and they have a magnificent penalty kill in the Challenge Cup, almost 91%. And they are, of course, they've killed off 2 already this evening.
Yeah, they've been really good on their PK, and they pressure at the right time. You can see, you know, they take the middle away in the neutral zone, forcing you wide, and then they'll come at you when they have a chance along the wall.
Mariamaki for McNamee, back to Riley. Riley lets that go, redirected by Mariamaki off the shoulder of Duba. 4 forwards out here on the power play again for Cardiff. Fournier, the only defender. And Longley drifts back to that left point. Here's Fournier. And now Longley, there's room for Longley. Longley shoots it up and over the right shoulder of Duba. It looked like he had some room under the bar. Mariamaki with a good screen. Here's McNamee trying to force it through, and just finding it is on the goal mouth was Longley, and he couldn't have the angle. He couldn't find the angle. Now on the backhand, he puts it off the outside of the net, but Longley had an open net, but he had already committed to go forward, and he was beyond the goal line.
Well, Longley just didn't have the angle to get a shot into the net, so he tried to knock it off Duba, or at least get it against him so someone could pick up the rebound. No one was able to pick up the rebound. All the Steelers crashed down to clear the puck from the front of the net.
Longley would have needed to be a right-handed shot to score from there. He needed the off wing. They didn't have it. Here's McMonagle to Martin. Martin with 55 or 39 seconds remaining, rather, in the penalty to Kolamainen. The dad, a little sidestep play to McMonagle. McMonagle with his shot. Myers is there, and a really good stop from Doom because he had to look past Big Myers. And now Martin. Well, Martin's gone after Connolly, and Connolly has certainly ruffled the feathers of the Cardiff Devils this evening, and again, uncharacteristic by Martin.
Well, Connolly, he's a bit tricky with his stick work right there, a little cross check. Martin gives it back to him, and all of a sudden, I mean, easily you can give Connolly a penalty to start with, but then Martin retaliates, so the referees are just letting these moments in the game slide rather than put 2 players in the penalty box. And if you're Martin, you don't want to be in the penalty box right now.
The Steelers would take that trade-off. I mean, Connolly is magnificent offensively, but they've got a 2-goal lead. If they could get Martin off the ice for 2 minutes, they would take that. And down to 20 seconds remaining on this third power play for Cardiff. Cooler heads prevail, though. No call on the play. Here's McMonagle to Haddad. McMonagle has it in his feet to Haddad. Haddad couldn't keep it in deep on the right side, and we're down to 8 seconds remaining in the Kolamainen minor. Here's Joey Martin. 6.5 remaining. You think back to that Longley play. I nearly lost my words because I couldn't believe how open the net was, and then I realized he's a left-handed shot. He's beyond the goal line, and even I don't even think Gretzky could have pulled that one off. So Longley just unlucky that he was too far forward. Here's Dixon. Dixon, high shot, bobbled off the shoulder of Duba. Played out quickly. Ahead for Valorant. Real good play by Brockles. Valorant is pulled down, and Valorant came in. They tried to lean in. Morrison leaned right back on him, and Valorant goes into the post.
Well, I think the referees made the right call again. Valorant challenges, tries to cut in. He loses his balance a little bit. Maybe he's leaned on and he runs into the goalie. I don't think there's anything in. The defenseman has to make the play. There's nothing wrong with that. Morrison takes the body. and Valorant goes down, and Bounds gets knocked back into his net a little bit. Bounds was ready for that. That's just some hard hockey where guys are driving hard to net, defensemen finishing off their hits. If you're going to cut in, you have to be ready to get hit.
Sean Morrison played in the NHL 480 times. He's not going to let you walk the net. He also had a pretty good KHL career with almost 300 games in the KHL. Sean Morrison is not going to allow Valorant, especially, to walk to the front of the net. So, again, the right no call. Here's Jardine. Eberle trying to track him down. Jardine back to the aforementioned Morrison. Morrison to Longley. 5:45 remaining the clock. No ally of the Cardiff Devils. Rabble gets there, plays it around to Sandstrom. Sandstrom takes his time, just gains the red line, gains the blue line. He's got Eberle there, but Fournier pounces, and Fournier and Eberle, jousting there, a bit of a fencing match. And Fournier comes away to Haddad. Haddad blocked by Phillips, and with 5:22 remaining, we'll have a stoppage.
Well, we've seen some real battles, and a lot of times it's been, we have another battle going on in the middle of the ice here, with a couple of players having words, and Aaron Fox is also talking to his team there, and probably the referee. You can see a lot of stuff happening out there.
Well, let's head down and get the view from the bench. John Donovan is ringside at Viola Arena.
Steelers got that fourth goal. So impressed by how cool Aaron Fox was on the bench. The whole Steelers bench was very, very calm. For the Devils, they've taken Mark Lewis out of the rotation, to Paul's point of activating their defenseman. Also, Andrew Lord is a very aggressive coach for pulling his netminder. Don't be surprised in the next 2 minutes or so, we see Bounds leaving the cage. Back to you guys.
Thanks, John. Well, we'll definitely keep an eye on that. Bounds right now in his crease. Far too much time as we've just hit the 15-minute mark. It's certainly something to keep an eye on. There's a blocker save as Lemchikov had a good wrist shot, and Bounds redirects that into the corner. Lemchikov tracks it down, trying to play it for Armstrong. Getting there is Richardson. McNamee ahead for Riley, and Riley had his stick lifted by Aaron Johnson. Johnson with the shot. That was blocked by Fournier. Excellent defensive work from Gleason Fournier, and McNamee will take over. He goes around Valorant. McNamee now on the backhand, follows it up. That fell for him fortuitously, and Mariamaki goes to his backhand and launches it high off the plexiglass. There's Valorant. Little spin through the neutral zone. Mosey was right there. And we're down to 4:15 remaining in the third period. Here's McMonagle ahead for Evan Mosey. Mosey flips it forward. Jardine looks up, and Tronchinski came rumbling through there defensively for Sheffield. Connolly high off the glass, kept in by McNamee. Connolly steps up though, and now a 3-on-3 back the other way. Here's Connolly. Connolly drops it off. DeLuca with the shot. Good screen in front from Valorant, but Bounds made the save. Valorant drifts off to the right post. It will come back to O'Connor. O'Connor with the shot, and that nearly fell for Valorant on that back post. Here's DeLuca. DeLuca throws it out front. Mariamaki gives it to Bounds with 3:39 remaining, and Valorant and company getting ever closer to their first Challenge Cup title in the EIHL era.
And you can see the Steelers fans are up on their feet, giving their team a standing ovation right now, trying to pull them, trying to encourage them right to the end of the game here to walk away with a trophy. And right now at the bench, you can see the linesmen, they're pushing some of the Steelers players onto the bench. I don't know what's going on there, but Bounds knows he just can't give up another goal. There's still time on the clock for a couple of quick goals from the Devils.
Dixon will dig in, and Dixon will win it against Eberle. Here's Sean Morrison. Great to hear from John Donovan. Mark Lewis is a really good defensive, really physical guy, but he's not known for joining the rush, so they've kind of taken him out of that defensive rotation as they look for some offense. So great to get that view from the bench from John. Here's Eberle. Flips it forward, and if you are Sheffield, you can stack the neutral zone now. There's no need to try and do anything fancy whatsoever. The pressure is on Haddad and company as we approach the 17-minute mark. Here's Haddad to Longley. Longley, the backhand pass was ramped up into the corner. Sandstrom, good defensive forward. They'll try and rumble ahead on the attack, but Richardson chomps it forward for Fournier. Here's Stephen Dixon. Haddad. Back to Longley. Longley rims it around, looking for Martin. Martin's going to have to get there quick, but Johnson was there and did a real good job chipping it ahead, but Haddad will keep it at the point, albeit momentarily, as Eberle sends it off the skate of Jardine. Jardine in a good battle there with Jonathan Phillips. Phillips with good body position gets it to Brocklehurst, and Brocklehurst realizes he's over the red line and happy to just dump it in.
Well, that's a smart play. If you're the Steelers, you got a 2-goal lead. Everything deep, quick changes, keep fresh players on the ice, and they're doing a really good job, especially in the neutral zone, the Steelers.
Here's Riley. Riley will come back to the left point. Jardine puts that in. It's off the boot, the skate of Tronchinski. Bounds was halfway to the bench for the extra attacker. He looked up and saw Tronchinski make that block, and he scampers back to his crease. But Bounds is certainly looking over there at Andrew Lord. We've hit the 18-minute mark of the third period. Steelers 4, Devils 2. Armstrong tried to play it back to Valorant. Haddad has it in his feet. Haddad will launch it into the neutral zone. Rabble steps up. McNamee trying to get on him, and we're down to 1:45, and the Steelers faithful across from us are standing up, trying to will Sheffield across the line. Fournier will dump it in, and Bounds is gone. He's gone to the bench as McMonagle trying to keep it deep, but here's Connolly. So it's a 6-on-5 with the extra attacker out there in black and orange. That comes off the skate of McNamee and goes wide of the empty net. And McNamee, now it's down to do or die. Fournier with 1:15 remaining. 2-goal cushion for Sheffield. 5 black and orange jerseys across their own blue line. Here's Davy Phillips. Phillips trying to claw it along. Dixon will get there. Dixon can't get it out front to Fournier. Fournier tries to bat it along. Valorant is there. Here's Haddad. Haddad scores! Joey Haddad rips it into the top corner. And with a minute remaining, it's a 4-3 hockey game.
Well, Haddad smartly came in, picked up that puck, and he was looking to see if there was anywhere he could shoot that, and waited and picked his spot. It was a good job from Dixon getting to that puck, just getting it in front of the net. Fournier came down from the point to try to pick up that puck. He's battling hard for, you can see there's 4 or 5 Steelers, but the puck lands on Haddad's stick, who just takes enough time to pick his spot, get it up and over Duba's glove, and they're within 1 right now. And you can see Andrew Lord has got the board out, having a good chat with his team on the boards. Of course, he's going to have Martin out there and Haddad out there.
Joey Haddad with his 6th of the Challenge Cup. That's to go along with 29 in league play. What a season he's had. And he picked the top corner perfectly there for Andrew Lord's side. 1 minute remaining. Plenty of hockey. If you're new to hockey, enjoying this afternoon on Premier Sports. With a minute to go, so much can be accomplished in this sport, and that's why Andrew Lord has taken the time out and going over the whiteboard. Bounds will go back into the crease. And there, wow, the Steelers faithful enjoying this, looking for their first Challenge Cup championship in the EIHL era.
Yeah, I mean, their fans have been great in this game. They came in warm-up and were already singing and hitting the drums, and they've been in this game from the start, and the Steelers players have had great support from the fans. There's no doubt about that. There's 1 minute left on the clock, plenty of time for the Devils to tie this game up. Obviously, the Steelers, Coach Aaron Fox would have told his team what he wanted here in the last minute of play. He's got the door open. He's having words with the linesman. Certainly, there's something he's not happy about, and he's pointing again. He was pointing down to the ice. I'm not quite sure what he's on with, but there's something he wasn't happy about. Now Valeron is having words with the referee.
He says there should be less than a minute to go on the clock, I think is what he's talking about. And the assistant coach, Carter Beston-Will, was pointing at the clock. And every second so vital. Maybe they think it should be at 58 or 59 seconds. But it is Haddad's 6 from Fournier and Martin with just a minute remaining. Bounds is back in the net, but certainly the game plan will be to get him back out to the bench or the 6-on-5. Here's Jardine. Bounds is halfway to the bench. Jardine will dump it, and Bounds is gone again. 6-on-5. Nail-biting time now. Dixon against Johnson. We're down to 40 seconds remaining. Martin's out in front. Martin's camped down that goal line. He'll drift in behind the net now as Dixon tries to work it along to him. Dixon and Haddad. 30 seconds remaining. Riley and company doing everything they can, but what a job done by Brocklehurst and Armstrong. They killed off about 10 seconds themselves. Here's Jardine. Jardine just dumps it in quick. Here's Haddad. We're down to 15 seconds remaining. Riley trying to turn Brocklehurst back. Dixon to Haddad. 10 seconds remaining. They throw it out front. And Haddad off the arm of Duba. Down to 5 seconds remaining. And here's Johnson. The whistle goes. As the helmet of Duba came off, I think the Steelers would have been happy to play forward with the empty net there, but of course the rules are once the goalie's helmet comes off, so they'll have to adjust the clock here. Well, what drama, and another big stop from Duba, that time with his left arm.
No, you made a good point. They might have to adjust the clock. You see they've already adjusted 1 second. It went from 2 to 3, but possibly it should have, well, maybe not. I mean, maybe 4, it's gone to 4 now, but there wasn't a lot of time there. Once the referee blew the whistle. I mean, Aaron Fox is obviously having words right now. He's screaming from the bench. He's not happy about the clock. Referee's coming over to the timekeeper to have words to figure out exactly when the whistle went and to check the time just to make sure that there isn't a second missed here.
Well, they put it up to 4 seconds on the scoreboard at center ice, and that's why Aaron Fox and Carter Best and Will are not happy at all. They think it should be maybe 2 seconds remaining. And this is going to take a few moments to work out and make sure everyone's happy, because again, there's plenty of time here if the face-off is deep in the offensive zone for Haddad and company. Andrew Lord going back over the whiteboard again. Well, high drama at Viola Arena. You'd expect nothing between the Steelers and the Devils.
No, you wouldn't expect anything else, but I mean, they do have a couple of options. You could possibly, well, we'll see where the face-off is here in the end, but if it is in the offensive zone for the Devils, I mean, they could take a quick shot from the dot. They can push it through and try to hit a guy going to the far post. I mean, you have a few options, or just a quick face-off back for a shot.
Now the puck is actually right on the face-off dot outside the Steelers' blue line, so that's going to make life very difficult for Cardiff, of course.
It will, and I mean, there's not, you don't have enough time really. 4 seconds. You have to push it through and hope for the best, and that's not a lot of time here for the Devils. I mean, if the Steelers just tie up on this one and push the puck to the boards, depending on how Cardiff lines up, you'll adjust your face-off thinking based on how they line up. So we'll see what's going to happen here, because there is a bit of a discussion going on while the referee is still having a look at things.
Shots on goal right now, Cardiff 45, the Sheffield Steelers 24. What a performance with the 42 saves in the net for Thomas Doobie. Came in here with the .932 save percentage, and he has certainly at times been the best player in a black and orange jersey.
No, he's been very good, and we've seen it before. He's played his best games in the biggest games this season so far. He's come up big when his team has really needed him. Aaron Fox has showed a lot of confidence. Now Aaron Fox is not very happy. He is still pointing at the referee, and the face-off is going to be in the offensive zone. He wants to have a word with the referee. The referees have gone over to talk to both coaches to explain what's going on.
The discussion was, Cardiff said 4 seconds remaining, Sheffield said 2, so they've split it, and it's 3 seconds remaining, and Aaron Fox is adamant it should be 2. They've cut it down the middle, and he knows with 4 seconds remaining, you win that face-off, and you can get that puck through if you're Cardiff.
Well, I think 3 seconds is probably about right.
Dixon and Armstrong. 61% of the face-offs this evening, Cardiff. They need another one here. Armstrong, no doubt, will try and tie up Dixon. Dixon will dig in again. And what a play by Armstrong. He goes down. There's nowhere for Mariamaki and company, and that'll do it. They're going to prolong the drama. 1 second remaining. And it looks like there's going to be a penalty call with just the 1 second remaining here. And a 4-3 lead for the Steelers, so they'll have to keep the champagne on ice for another 1 second here. And Aaron Fox and Carter Best and Will, they know they're so close they can smell it now. Well, that took a little bit of the drama, but no doubt, if you're a Steelers fan, you won't mind that at all.
Well, it's 6-on-4 with a second left. The only thing you do is shoot it off the faceoff. You should have really a left-handed shot, try to shoot it straight to the net, but unless Myers wins it back quick enough, there's a timeout being called right now. And 1 second, I haven't seen too many goals scored with 1 second left in a game, but you never know.
Well, in your career, both as a player and a coach, do you remember? I don't remember in the NHL, the KHL, the SHL, I don't remember a goal with 1 second remaining in a situation like this, but I guess anything is possible. Myers would have to just put it towards the goal.
I mean, I've had players before where I've said to them, you know, go and shoot it off the faceoff. I remember I had Dodie Wood playing for me when I was coaching in Nottingham. And he scored 5 goals that year. He was very good at just making it look like he was going to come back and win the faceoff. Right, then he just shoot it, and all of a sudden the goalie no one was ready for it. And he scored about 5 goals in 1 season doing that. It was pretty impressive. But you know, we used to send him out to try it every once in a while. And I think that's what you want to try to do here. Dixon is probably just the best bet is just to try to go to the net with it.
And Dixon will dig in, loaded up on the strong side. Haddad and everyone in a white and red jersey, they'll go to the front of the net. And Dixon against Connolly one last time at Viola Arena. Dixon tries to shoot it, it's off. Connolly skate down and dusted. And for the first time in the EIHL era, the Sheffield Steelers will win the Challenge Cup. A 4-3 final over the Cardiff Devils. Michael Davies with a couple of goals, including the game winner. But it's 42 saves from Thomas Duba. And the black and orange will celebrate long into the Cardiff night.
Well, you can see how happy the Steelers are. I mean, they had to work hard for this one. I mean, the Devils never quit, kept coming at them for, the second and third period. The Steelers showed a lot of composure, played really well defensively, and the adjustment that I liked in the third period was how well the Steelers did to take away that cross-ice pass that the Cardiff Devils were using coming out of their end of the ice. And time again, they were stepping up and cutting that pass off, which took Cardiff off their game a little bit, I thought, in the third period. So tactically, both coaches did a great job in this one. Third period, I thought Aaron Fox made the right adjustment there to not allow the Devils to find that open space on the opposite side. But, I mean, the Steelers really had to work hard for this one.
It was the Devils 3-2 in the 2017 final. It was a close one in 2015 as well in favor of the Devils. But this time, Aaron Fox, Carter Beston-Will, the coaching staff of the Sheffield Steelers will finally get that first Challenge Cup title in the EIHL era. And more importantly, I guess, the first trophy in what they hope they will be many for that coaching duo.
Well, I mean, yeah, they've done a great job this season. They turned things around, and the Steelers are playing great hockey, as we saw in this game. And a big trophy win for them. I mean, as a new coach in the league, you're getting your first trophy in the league is always, takes the pressure off, shows everybody you can get the job done, and you can see the celebrations.
Well, that's Robert Dowd in the street clothes. He's had that horrible shoulder injury. He was a miss to Team Great Britain, a miss to the Steelers, and no doubt his teammates would have been playing for Robert Dowd. I saw him in the hotel yesterday. He said, I just want to get back in there, but if your shoulder is as bad as his was, it's hard to shoot the puck, let alone take a hit. So Robert Dowd, that means so much to Robert Dowd. It means so much to the captain, Jonathan Phillips, probably the only thing missing from his trophy cabinet, of course, and big smiles from the captain. This is a classy bunch. They've been able to score goals at will this season. They had a real tough go here Friday night, losing 7-3 in the league, which a lot of people saying that might be their chance at the league title. I don't know about that because there's still a lot of hockey to be played, but they came back here and they eke out a close victory against a very good Cardiff Devils side.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big performance from the Sheffield Steelers, and the Cardiff Devils never quit. They kept coming. Maybe a bit unlucky. They didn't get the roll at times in this game, but I mean, that happens. I always said to you, Murph, it's not easy to win finals, and there's no easy games. And the Steelers, tactically played a great game. Got the good start that they needed in the first period. It's hard to win in here if you don't have a good first period. The Steelers, scored in the first period, which was a big key, I think, in the end for them walking away with the Challenge Cup trophy. Played a very smart hockey game, the Steelers. Defensively, they were very sound. Their defense was really good. What I thought they did well, especially in the third, is they dealt well with the forecheck of the Cardiff Devils, that pressure from their forwards and the finish checks and everything. They dealt with that really well, the Steelers' defense, and moved the puck up well. And they played a smart third period, waited for their chances, and eventually they got one, which was the difference in the end.
45-24 the shots on goal in favor of Cardiff. Cardiff 61% of the face-off dot. They did a lot of things. A lot of little things right to win a hockey game. They were 0 for 3 on the power play, though. They didn't get that chance or that one good look on the power play. But certainly, it doesn't matter about the shots on goal count. Taking their chances and being clinical, especially on that giveaway to Michael Davies, which led to the winning goal. That was the big difference. This is a team with a lot of offensive talent, and you can't give the puck up at your own blue line.
Well, again, it was a pass across, and I think that the Steelers talked about that between the second and third period. Let's step up if we get a chance. If they try that risky play across, and they didn't cut it off, went in for a goal. So we saw one time they didn't actually score, but so they did a good job, I think, doing a good job in the neutral zone against a team that's very strong in the neutral zone, the Cardiff Devils.
Michael Davies with 2 goals, Brendan Connolly with a penalty shot goal, and Marco Vallerin, the marksman for the Sheffield Steelers as they pop the champagne on Viola Arena. That's got a smart if you're the Cardiff Devils fans, I mean, technically the home side tonight was the Sheffield Steelers, but this is indeed the home of the Cardiff Devils, so that makes it even tougher. Probably a little bit more pressure on Cardiff coming into this one. Jardine, Marty Amaki, and Joey Haddad with 1 minute left, the goal scorers for Cardiff. But in the end, I think the better team won.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. They were the better team in the end. They won the game. The Devils had probably more shots and more scoring opportunities in the end, but I think tactically the Steelers got this game right, and they really did a great job, for 60 minutes.
The champagne shower for the captain, Jonathan Phillips, as he gets that Challenge Cup trophy from the head of hockey operations, Mike Hicks. Mike's got his best suit on tonight. It's going to need to be dry cleaned, and there is the captain, Jonathan Phillips. You see what it means to him. And for the first time in the EIHL era, the Sheffield Steelers will celebrate a Challenge Cup victory in a really, really tough battle with the Cardiff Devils. Cardiff looking for their 4th title in the EIHL era. They'll have to wait for that. Looking for 3 in a row was Blair Riley. He won't get that. Brocklehurst and company do the job. This was a team that did not have a good year last year, the Sheffield Steelers. Let's be quite honest about it. It was a revamp, new coach, new assistant coach, new goalie, some really high-end pieces like Valorant and Connolly, and it's paid off here this afternoon on Premier Sports.
It certainly has, and like you said, from last year to this year, you can't compare the 2 seasons. And I had a little word with Dave Sims before the game, and you never know how your team's going to react in a big game like this, and I think he's going to be quite proud of the way the Steelers, ended up winning this cup.
John Armstrong and company will continue to celebrate at Viola Arena. We'll step aside for a quick break and have some post-game reaction and analysis in just a moment's time on Premier Sports.
You've waited a long time, old boy, but wow, what a night and what a way to do it in what a city.
This was unbelievable. When we lost that game on Friday, there weren't a chance that we were coming out here without that trophy. It was focused from the last minute of that game on Friday, and I think you could see the urgency tonight. It was a hard game, it was a physical game, and we weren't leaving here without a trophy.
That first period was outstanding, the intensity, such a heavy game.
It was, and it was fast, it was a tiring game. Cardiff is such a good team, we've known for many years, and they're so good in front of the net at both ends, and we knew we had to be better than those areas, and tonight we were.
The ice tilted in the second period, they came back strong.
They did, but there was some pressure there, but I think we handled it well. We didn't panic. There was a few minutes there where we were throwing pucks away, but we come back out for the 3rd period and straight back to work.
And what was it like when Davey scored his 2nd and the Steelers 4th?
We knew we weren't going to let that slip again.
And the mantelpiece is full now. You've got the collection.
We have. The Sheffield collection's done.
Top job, well done. Brendan, congratulations. You came here to win trophies. Wow.
Absolutely. That's what you play for, is these moments like this. Sheffield wants to do that every single year. They put a team out. I'm just happy I could come in and contribute, and what a feeling.
That first period, outstanding. I've got to ask you about the Valorant goal, because your move just behind you there, what a shift, what a play.
Yeah, he looked like he was going to step up on me. I was just trying to keep the puck in, get it wide, spun around him. Val knows I like to go to the backside. We've played a long time together. He knows where to go. Just found him, and he'll finish anything off.
My heart rate was 109 when you took your penalty shot. What was yours? What were you feeling?
You just take a couple deep breaths. You trust your move. Obviously, I've had a few shootouts and penalty shots before, so you go to your go-to and hope it all works out, and thankfully it did.
Thankfully it did. What a group of players, and what a team to bounce back after a tough night on Friday. Shows the character in the room.
Absolutely. We've done it all year. We've had some slip-ups along the way, but we've always been able to bounce back with a couple wins and really get back to it. We believe in ourselves. We know we have the team that can do it. And Foxy just said, believe, guys. Come out with the energy, and we'll see what happens. And we did.
Cons, I love you. Go milk the support.
Thank you.
Wow, what an afternoon. What a night.
What a game. Yeah. Unbelievable. Back and forth. It's 2 great teams going at it. And you know what? After Friday, we were ready to play today, and we're coming to show them what we're made of.
So intense that first 20 minutes.
Oh, everyone was electric. The fans, the players, both sides. We battle hard on the ice, but we respect one another. It's 2 good teams, and that was a hell of a game.
The move that Connolly pulled for Valorant was special. Connolly's breakaway. This guy here, Duba's fantastic saves. It was a full-on team effort.
Unbelievable, from Dubes to the D to the forwards. Everyone did their work tonight, from Andy Akers to the coaches to yourself, to the supporters club, to the fans. From top to bottom, it was world class tonight.
And what about these people behind you? What about all them? It was true. The support from warm-up.
It was non-stop. I mean, we came out and we had the jitters. You know, we saw our video, the noise. It was unbelievable.
We talked about it. This is what you came back for, to win here.
To win trophies. That was a conversation that me and you had about a year and a half ago, and there's one trophy. Hopefully we can get another one.
That first period, we've talked about it with all the guys, so intense that first 20 minutes, and we stood up to everything that they had.
It was incredible. Honestly, I don't think I've felt any kind of atmosphere ever that was like that coming in here. Half the building Sheffield fans, half the building Cardiff. It was like they were competing against each other. All of our heart rates were probably at 200 to start that game.
They came back so hard in the second period. What was the feeling on the bench?
I don't know. There was a bit of a lull there, I admit. There was a bit of a lull. I think when your energy's so high, like we came out in the first, it's impossible to keep that up for 60 minutes. So we had a bit of a let up, but then we came back hard in the third. And when Davies gets the fourth, he just gave a little bit of breathing room to us watching. What about you guys? Oh, for sure. What a feeling. What a feeling. You never think you have it, but there's something about it just gets the guys going on the bench. You can just feel the energy pick up. Coach, congratulations. The bounce back, the whole day seems to go just to plan.
Yeah, I mean, I loved our pushback. That first period we came out team possessed. We weren't going to be pushed around tonight. Second period, I thought we lost our legs a little bit. They took it to us pretty good. And then we found our second win in the third. And good teams find a way to win close hockey games, and we did that tonight. We've talked to Brendan Connolly about that play he made on the Valorant goal. It was something of beauty. Yeah, that was special. We call that dirty in the hockey world. That's what that was. Loved it. And then, of course, Connolly, again, he was the calmest man in the building on the shootout. Yeah, there was no doubt in my mind. I could have put anyone in that shootout that I want. That's the rule change now. But there was no way. I knew he was scoring. Yeah. And then, of course, when we made it 4-2, Davies, 2 5-on-5 goals today. Outstanding, very special performance. Yeah, it's good. I mean, guys like Michael Davies, who might not be, this might be it for them. They don't know where their career's going to end or not. They're kind of on that age. So for him to come out and play the way he did tonight and get a trophy, awesome. And what about the whole 1,500 fans traveling 4 and a bit hours here? This is something special, isn't it? Atmosphere, unbelievable, these guys. I'm just glad we were able to get this first one out of the way and find some more down the road here. Hey, top job, congratulations. You got the shower as well. Is that your first shower as a coach? Yeah, it is actually. Yeah. Plenty more hopefully to come. Not the last one. Okay. Thomas Dewberry, you're a Challenge Cup champion. How does this feel?
Unreal, unbelievable game. We're so happy we made it as a team. Great trophy to win.
Just a word on the crowd tonight. How good were they?
It was unbelievable, to play here, and it felt like playing at home. So many fans coming from Sheffield. We appreciate it so much, and they gave us so much energy. And big thanks to them. It's their trophy, of course.
You've won trophies before, but how special is this one?
Every trophy is unbelievable, and I appreciate every trophy to win with the team. Great to celebrate together with the guys. We work on it the whole year, and it's unforgettable.
Are these the moments that are so special for a hockey player?
That's what I play for.
Marco Valorant's joining us. How does this feel? You're cup champion.
It's unreal. I just said it. It's my first trophy in my career, so I'm just trying to enjoy the moment, and it's unreal. All the guys are still out here. The fans are still out here. It's just so much fun.
Yeah. Talk me through that moment when the buzzer finally goes at the end and it's all confirmed.
It was so long. That last 3 seconds lasted so long, and I was just waiting for it. And once it went off, I almost had some tears because all the hard work we've been putting in this Challenge Cup, all the efforts that we've done are just paid tonight.
A first trophy, that must be a really special one for you as well.
It's unreal. Like I just said, I'm just trying to enjoy every moment. These moments don't come around too many times, and right now, it's just with that group of guys and those fans, it's just unbelievable.
How far can this group of players go this season, do you think?
We'll keep digging. We said at the beginning of the year, we're chasing trophies, and and this is the first one that we could win, and we just did. So you know, we're a step back in the league, obviously, but we're going to keep grinding. We're going to keep grinding, and we're going to keep winning those games. And you know, it just prepares us for the playoffs.
Just finally, a word on the job that Aaron Fox has done this season as well, preparing you guys and recruiting. And
unbelievable. You know, when I signed in Sheffield, I said at the very beginning, I signed because I knew Fox's intentions was to win trophies. You know, and he put that team together, and I knew that we had a chance to do it. So I'm so happy today.
And that is the photograph that will be displayed for years. Memories of a famous Steelers victory. They've won the Challenge Cup against the Cardiff Devils in the Cardiff Devils building by 4-3. The 50th game in this season's Elite League Challenge Cup is the final between the Sheffield Steelers and the Cardiff Devils.
This is why you play the game, broadcast the game, referee the game, and it's going to be some kind of afternoon.
Steelers are the higher seeded home team, but the Devils are playing in their own rink. Steelers also come into this game needing to bounce back after a lopsided defeat against Cardiff that all but ended their league title campaign.
The Steelers wear the whole blacks, the away whites to the Cardiff Devils, and buckle up, folks, we're on your way at Viola Arena.
Strong worked his way out of a tight spot at his own blue line. He's going to try and get Steelers set up in the attacking zone. He does do. Davies! Michael Davies opens the scoring in the Challenge Cup final. Armstrong made it possible, and Davies delivered the finish. Steelers have numbers though, and they'll skate away with this one. Crowd rises as Connolly comes forward and does a 360. Trying to get away from Jardine. Valorant has squeezed it in! What a play from Connolly to set it up! We know they score in bunches. They're doing it on the biggest stage of the season so far.
DeLuca tries the net drive, he's into the goal. It was on the line.
And Brendan Connolly, the angle's against him. He tries to cut in front and he's hooked down. It's going to be a penalty shot for Brendan Connolly. Brendan Connolly against bounds. He provided a superb assist in the first period. Can he score here for the Steelers? He can! He's flicked it into the top corner! A penalty shot, short-handed. It's all Brendan Connolly's own work.
Back to Morrison. Morrison plays it beyond the goal line. Back for Dixon. Couldn't get the shot away, but Jardine will get over the puck. Jardine scores! Jardine with a rocket from the point. It's a 3-1 hockey game. So trying to find Riley in the flat. Riley's in all alone. Riley with the backhander. Oh, what a stop by Duba. Riley takes a hit from Tronczynski. Tronczynski took himself out of the play. Mario Mackey scores! Mario Mackey makes it a 3-2 hockey game. Here's Johnson with the giveaway. Mosey with the chance, and the rebound is there. Bentivolio couldn't tuck it home. All hands on deck. Martin's there. A sea of black and orange in front of Duba, and they keep it out somehow.
Pass is intercepted. It's Davis with Eberle in support. Davis has got another! The Steelers make the most of the turnover, and they're 4-2 up in the final with a little over 11 minutes to go.
Dixon will get there. Dixon can't get it up from the 40-40. Tries to battle along. Valorant is there. Here's a down and down score! Joey Haddad!
Adey.